off to the side.
Oh, we are off to the side. It's a side stream.
It's a side stream. Hey,
with our side pieces.
well, lady.
There's just two skeletons. Ladies.
Clay.
Clay.
We need clay.
We need clay for all the ladies. Oh, man. There are other good songs in that song. The other one that I like is Tell Me Ernest. That's one of the ones. Are you good? Did your eye explode?
Yeah. I wish my body parts would stop exploding.
There's another song called Tell Me Ernest that became like the Instagram reel meme.
Yeah.
That one's good too.
That was too much.
There's the line that I think gets clipped a lot for the Instagram reels is always so tell me, Ernest, what have you seen of me cinematically? The roms, the coms, the rom-coms,
yes.
the dramas, the dramedies, the straight to DVDs.
Yeah, that's the line that Jenny told me.
Yeah,
about,
that song is really good. But it drives me crazy because it drives me crazy because I like a lot of the song, but it feels like very point to point in terms of what parts are really good.
Yeah.
In terms of the songs are all good. But I feel like unlike other musicals where it's this whole song is taking me through, you know? Rent has a lot of those. Dear Evan Hansen has a few good full songs. Be More Chill. There's a lot of musicals out there that just have good. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
The whole song is good, but I feel like this one, it's these ones that people are picking to do Instagram reels of. Those are that's the part of the song that attaches to your brain.
Yeah, it's it's there's clips of the song.
The only reason that I'm hyperfixated on the Plan song is because I actively I've been studying the lyric, I've been learning it because I just it's such a fun thing to do, and because it's mostly talking, it's one of those parts of the musical where it's mostly just acting.
Is there a side quest here somewhere?
Is there?
I don't know. There's a green exclamation point on the map. See?
Leave this screen. Go, run down this,
Reading table.
There you go. Oh, yeah, because they send you letters.
To
get side quests, that's right. Yeah, that's a good quote. Which one?
The clay?
The clay or the rom-coms? Clay.
The dramas, the dramedies.
You need clay for the old middle lady. I will be eating a bit on the stream.
Oh my god, how scandalous.
Yes.
We've never eaten on a stream before.
It's girl dinner.
Welcome to Girl Dinner. Welcome to the VOD stream of the Girl Dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, the dinner. The girl dinner. Tell me what I have to do. A Captain Doris. Sir, I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. She's fallen with the biggest malady of them all. She's fallen in love. Of course we're gonna prioritize this quest. It's a love quest. For love.
Oh, you know what?
Why did I come here? This is just a balcony for show.
Becca swapping over to being in the same hotel as us for MAYC is great because for hotel karaoke.
Yeah. Hotel karaoke.
I did find it funny when she messaged me I picked my song for hotel karaoke. I'm like,
picking song? I was gonna pick my song when we did it.
You know we can do multiple too, right?
How? You only get 2?
You only get 2. Sorry, we can only do this for 2 hours. We only pay for 2 hours. I think what killed me too is that she's like, did you look at any bar karaoke stuff in the area? I'm like, no. I'm like, I know now that I can do that because I did that in Boston. We were at PAX East to a bar that was doing karaoke night, and I sang Paramore, the Friends theme. I wanted
The Chipmunks version?
because they had a theme of like it had to be a song by a band that was one word.
Okay.
And I hated that theme, by the way, because I was like, fucking just
Let me sing what I want to sing.
or like at least make it so that you can do bands that are one word, but they start with the.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that felt weird. I was like, yeah, it's only 2 words, but like the is like an art. It's like
The is like barely a word.
Yeah.
It barely counts.
yeah, it's like
Like, what are we trying to be inclusive with the fucking
so.
word the?
But I was upset because someone already did the ABBA song that I wanted to do
Damn.
because I wanted to sing Mamma Mia. Mainly because it has that. I think it's got that my favorite part. The look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how. It's that fucking that little breakdown section before the chorus. It gets me. Like, listen, man, ABBA rocks, dude. Fucking love ABBA.
ABBA's pretty good. Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen is them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty sure. But I also didn't want to say that confidently and then be wrong.
Yeah, and then it'd be Cyndi Lauper.
No. That's the theme song to Pee-wee's Playhouse. We have to go to Martha's Rest. Where is Martha's Rest? I've only been there 6,000 times. Hello? Captain? Doris?
You ever have that thing? This is gonna get a little gross. You ever have that thing? It's FF16.
Welcome to the gross stream.
This is the everything is a topic stream.
Everything's a topic. Yeah.
You ever have that thing? You know, when you throw up.
Uh-huh.
Where you've taken medicine of some type.
Uh-huh.
You've taken something because you felt bad, right? And then you throw up and you see like a color that indicates it's that.
Yes.
And you're like, what's the point? I had that earlier with the Pepto-Bismol I took like earlier this morning. And there was like a lot of pink, and I went,
well,
what was the point?
oh, there
what
was
it for?
when I had my sinus infection back in December. I took my antibiotic and it made me so sick I threw up, and then I literally saw that I threw up the whole pill, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm not having an antibiotic today.
Dude, it's like, man,
God damn it. What was even the point?
Because then it's like, I can't take another one, because what if it did work?
Yeah, what if some of it did get in my system? I can't have like 1.5 of this.
Arguably, I could have taken more Pepto-Bismol, but I was also just like,
whatever.
If it didn't make it all the way down to something last time, I'm not gonna do it again.
On a similar note, I love when I throw something up. A great topic for stream, I know. Mm-hmm. I love when I throw something up and I look at it and there's like red in it, and my brain just goes, what did I have that was red? What did I have that was red? What did I have that was red?
Yeah. At this point, I think if a little blood comes up, especially because I'm post-surgery,
yeah,
I'm kind of just like,
all right. Yeah, but if it's just like out of nowhere, I don't think I should just be throwing up red. But I'm also like, that's bright red. Blood would be dark.
It's hard to be like... It's hard to try to find an even middle ground of pragmaticism versus, like, paranoid.
Yeah.
In these moments, because, like... So many people have these same moments.
Yeah.
Where they look at something and they freak out a second, but they don't say it.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. It's not that they don't have the moment. They just don't talk
They just
about
don't, like, say it out loud.
And it's like, but as soon as you say it out loud, you're paranoid.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, it was a momentary thought.
Yeah, that's just like...
And it's like, and sometimes it can spiral.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I'm very aware of psychosomatic symptoms, too. So, like, if I start feeling like shit after I, get paranoid, after I get freaked out, I just kind of wait it out.
Yeah, you kind of just go like, okay.
Yeah, I just wait it out. Just go, okay, let's
see how I feel in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like.
And if I feel like worse,
it's especially hard in my fucking household.
I'm sure.
I mean, they're lucky that I was like, it was so funny when I was getting my gallbladder removed, and I kept getting texts being like, we keep saying how calm you are about this whole thing, and I was just like, well, what are the alternatives?
Yeah.
to getting my gallbladder removed? Sitting with the pain? Because if I didn't have as bad a pain as I had that like 4 a.m.
How do I get up there?
If I didn't have that bad pain,
Yeah.
I would be my dad would be talking me down like that's probably nothing. My
Yeah.
dad does that all the time. I love my dad, but he constantly hits me with shit like, you know,
It's not that bad.
it's probably just the. It's just like
It's probably just gas.
It's like I don't know, and it's like yeah, maybe sometimes it is, but it's also just like the time that it isn't. Oh, it's my god, it's a gallstone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's very hard to be that type of person that wants to be aware, but is constantly told to just not be aware, to just like not think about it.
Yeah. I totally get that. Again, it's like the thing we say every time where it's like, oh, if it was a real problem, you'd know. And it's like, I think I know.
Yeah. Your body's very basic in its defense mechanisms.
Yeah.
If you feel something's wrong, you're gonna feel like something's wrong.
Yeah, there's probably something wrong. Even a little bit.
But it's all exactly. It's like to tell someone if it was this, you'd know when they're having a moment that's making them already on the edge.
Yeah.
They're gonna think they know. You know what I mean? It's. There was one time where I was getting a really bad like heart palpitation, like a really bad like chest pain.
Yeah.
I was playing like Overwatch one night like years ago. I was like, guys, I feel really shitty. And someone asked me about my arm.
Yeah.
To see if that was happening, and it started happening.
Yeah.
But I don't think now looking back, I don't think it was shooting pain.
Yeah, it was
Of course,
just
I didn't
like,
actually have a heart attack, so I know now hindsight. Of course. But in that moment, it's like someone mentioned it.
so then
and
I
my
started
brain
to feel it, yeah.
started
Like
doing it. It's
filling
like-
the gap.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you can't just. The problem is, of course, too, is like our fucking country's health system is so. Mimi. Is she good?
No, she's doing fine.
I don't like when he goes behind the TV.
I know.
If she stopped, I would have.
Good job.
Anyway.
Can't look out that window, Mimi. There's an air conditioner there.
She pushes it out. How'd you do that?
Honestly, I'm more impressed. Hey, you, stop healing. It's time for you to perish. Hey. Have you ever thought of overkill?
So, yeah, so. What was I saying?
Lost your spot?
Yeah.
People making you feel crazy
Yeah.
for feeling sick
Yeah.
and being worried about it.
Yeah. I was gonna add like a thing. I was gonna add something to the complete fucking like zoned out when BB jumped across the screen. They can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They can hear us. They just can't hear the game.
Oh, okay.
Until now.
That's fine. But yeah, no, it's frustrating. Oh, that's what it is. Health system. The country's health
Yes,
system
that's right.
sucks so bad that like just going in to find out what this random pain is not always an option
Mm-hmm.
because you might end up spending way more money than you should.
Yeah, like you could get charged, you can go get some stitches and then get charged an extra $2,000 to pay a doctor that didn't even look at you.
Yeah.
How's your girl dinner?
Dude, I went to Target
Yeah.
for a snack run the other day. The Nature Valley shit slaps.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, I think I get these more often. Because, first of all, I was saying to Phil yesterday, I was worried that they were going to be like fucking the
Like,
hard granola bars.
Yeah, where it's like,
Or it's like, that would suck, I can't do that.
yeah.
But thankfully it's looking so, like again, like I don't know how healthy per se, because God knows all the random additives and stuff that might be in this to make it taste good.
Sugar.
But it is like, it's peanuts and stuff, and I can see, you can physically see.
You're getting some semblance of protein.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also because it's peanut and peanut butter, it makes me feel like more full. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's the protein.
Right, exactly. So like that filling sentiment is great when I wake up in the morning. I don't want to get out of bed till like it's like I just reach into the bag of snacks I got.
Yeah.
It's like the peanut granola bar
My favorite.
to make me feel like not immediately shitty. So I'm like, I'm definitely gonna keep fucking getting these. Remember cereal bars?
They still exist.
Yeah.
They didn't go away.
But like,
I never had them.
really?
Yeah, I never had them. I didn't have cool parents.
They were good. I don't think I could eat them now and not walk away with something, you know?
Yeah.
I think like, cause those were hard.
Yeah.
Like those were crunchy. And they're like thick too. I remember as a kid, my small fucking mouth trying to take a bite of this fucking thing. Like, it's like so much. Yeah. I love the picture someone has like, hey, remember those cereal bars? Yeah, and they just fucking have a picture of the cereal bar in a bowl with milk.
How did I never think of that? Which ones did you get? The Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Or Cocoa Puffs? Fruity Pebbles?
I think Cocoa Puffs. I'm a big Cocoa Puffs guy.
Cocoa Puffs seems like it would be a good bar.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles does not sound very good as like a bar.
That's messy.
But also Fruity Pebbles just isn't a good cereal.
Well, them and Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops have a very close fruit profile flavor. Where it's
I
like,
also don't like Fruit Loops.
all right, where it's like this is supposed to be all fruity,
Yeah.
but I'm not getting fruit.
Yeah, it's just like, the concept of fruit.
It's like even if there is like all this artificial fruit flavoring in there, somehow them combined not make a good mix.
No.
I loved Trix.
Oh yeah.
Trix was
Can
good.
I tell you my complicated relationship with Trix cereal and Trix yogurt? I want to start out this story with saying that I love Trix yogurt and I love Trix cereal, right?
So did I.
You want to know who thought that I hated Trix cereal and Trix yogurt?
Your parents?
My mom.
Yeah.
And I have no idea where she got this idea. But like she'd be like, "Oh, what cereal do you want to get?" I'm like, "I want Trix cereal. I want Trix cereal." And she's like, "You hate Trix cereal. You won't eat it." And I'm like, "Huh?
What?
I'm like, I always eat it. What are you talking about?
They're for me.
It says it in the commercial. Are you giving them to the rabbit? Is that what this was about? You've been hoarding Trix yogurt and Trix cereal to the fucking rabbit?
Next you're gonna tell me you're giving Cocoa Puffs to the fucking bird.
She did say I hated Cocoa Puffs. No. She knew
There was a lot of crashing around the house randomly.
Dad? I don't think I've ever heard Ralph move so much.
Oh man. I will say, I really ate up Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa
No,
Pebbles were my
I wasn't. I'm not okay with any of like the Pebbles cereals.
I got a really weird fixation with them for a while because for all intents and purposes when they really merge with the milk and stuff, it should be grosser.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked like the oatmeal-y like texture.
Ew.
It sounds gross. But follow me on that one.
Yeah.
Follow me on that one.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that texture on my lips.
Yeah.
Just felt really. I think like as a kid I was just like.
Mush.
I know, yeah. It sounds gross, but like it's
cocoa
there's
slop.
There's a lot of like textural like things as a kid. It's like when you rub your finger on like the side of the bus or whatever. It's like those little. You ever do that? Am I showing my autism? Am I showing my autism right now?
if you're talking about like running your hand across things, like the wall.
The wall, yeah.
The wall.
It's smooth texture.
Yeah.
Right. That's.
I never dared touch the bus.
No, I was the kid. I would like jam my thumb in like the screws on the bus and get like the shape of the screw head.
I've never touched my school bus.
Really?
Never.
Really?
Not once.
Interesting.
Unless to like help myself get on it because I'm a short fuck, and so
Yeah.
that first step's pretty crazy.
I don't know why you're making it sound so weird.
It's just I don't know. I never even had the thought to like want to.
My point is, I think it's in the same line of thought of like running your hand through the brick.
It's just like a nice texture
it's a texture of it. Like a lot of
that
I
the
think,
Tism likes.
I think there's so many, but I feel like I've seen so many posts online about the same thing. Like people post like, "Oh, you're a kid, you're a real kid, if you fucking." It's just pictures of all these different textures and stuff.
If you were real good if you had autism.
But it's true though. It's like
I
I feel like as kids, like our brain, like our forming brains, just like really likes that stuff.
Really like stimulation.
Yeah, and
it's just whether or not that shit goes away.
And Cocoa Pebbles like that. Now, for what it's worth, it's not like I waited for them to become like mush.
Oh boy.
But you know, with
slop
with cereal that has all those tiny pieces, it's like inevitable.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of the reason why like I don't like soggy, like in most cases, right? Like if I'm eating like Special K, that gets too soggy. No.
Ugh.
Ew. Right?
Yeah.
Like Cheerios is the same thing, where it's like if they get to the right level of mush, it's just like, especially because those are bland.
Yeah.
That's a bland
and also
cereal,
it's
yeah.
also like it just becomes like, oh, I'm gonna eat sponge.
Yeah. But like Cocoa Pebbles, it's like because you have to understand that it's inevitable it's going to, like you're not gonna get through this whole bowl
without it getting
without
soggy.
some of it getting soggy. And once the mind attached to that, it was like, oh, like it just felt good. Of course, yeah, of course. As a kid, I didn't like react that way. That's my exaggeration of the story. But I just liked it. I just really got into eating Cocoa Pebbles. That being said, my brother, who did the dishes, hated me. Because for all intents and purposes, I did not finish those bowls.
Yeah, you just ate a couple spoonfuls, threw it in the sink. Here you go, bro.
I definitely was that kid though, because like there was a point where, if you took too long eating them,
yeah,
it was unsalvageable. Like you really just couldn't.
Yeah, there's nothing that could.
And I wasn't the type of kid yet that would just straight like now when I have like I have Cheerios with milk or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll finish the Cheerios and then I'll fucking ramen slurp the milk out of the bowl. Was not that kid back then. Mm-hmm. Whatever was in the bowl when I was done eating, quote unquote, was still in that fucking bowl. Cocoa Bowls are the worst too, because like you want to clean a dish with those in it, you have to get like a strainer.
Yeah.
Like, and that's gross.
That is pretty gross. Just the little fucking cocoa poopies.
Yeah, it's that shit's great. I will say I have had Cocoa Puffs more like within a couple years ago.
Are so good. And you get chocolate milk at the end.
Good,
dog.
I feel like I've grown out of them slightly. I don't enjoy them the same way.
But I could always got me a fucking bowl of
I
Reese's
used to
Puffs,
be that fucking kid. I used to have the box of Cocoa Puffs and just went.
Oh, dude.
I used to do that shit.
I used to do that shit
all the time. And the worst part of that was the fucking chocolate.
I would do that with Cocoa Puffs, and I would do that with Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
and
I would do it with Golden Grahams.
It's kind of my other problem with like Cheetos too, because I feel like I eat so many Cheetos that I'm full, but then I go, oh, and then I have cheese. I
like eating the Cheetos. I don't like the cleanup.
I used to be like, oh, it's fucking the second snack, lick the cheese off my fingers or whatever. But like, when you scarf down most of a bag of Cheetos. It's kind of the last thing you want to do is taste more cheese.
It's kind of like you want to know what the feeling I get with it is?
Yeah.
It's like that feeling when you eat like really good fried chicken, but then after you're done, right? You just feel kind of greasy.
Yeah.
And then you're just like you just sit there and you're like, I'm disgusting.
It's part of the reason you guys give me shit for when you see me like using a fork on like sauced up like wings.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like.
It's like I don't want to get
on a texture side. I hate like sauce and stuff getting on my fingers.
Yeah,
I just from like a texture.
It took me a very long time to get past that.
It just drives me crazy. Now like depends, right? Like if I'm, first of all, if I'm starving, I don't care.
Oh
If
yeah.
I'm hungry, so I'm just fucking going in. Sometimes, if my dad will, is making wings, he doesn't eat all of them, like the throw them in the oven wings type thing. I'll fucking have some, and I'll just have like a paper towel with me. I'll just be like, I'm ready to fucking clean up after this. I will say though,
there
is something very like, what have I done feeling after you eat like really fucking saucy wings.
Yeah.
Because it's on your face, you're just like,
I'm disgusting.
you feel like a Meat Canyon animation.
Literally, though.
What
What have you done, Jerry? What have you done? I eat chicken. No! That really just kind of is just Meat Canyon's animations devolved into like one scene.
Yeah.
What have you done? I did this sort of ordinary thing. No! But I must feed.
That's why I gotta give credit to the people that started posting online them using chopsticks for their Cheetos.
That's so stupid. It's genius.
It's silly.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, if I see it, I'd laugh. But it's also like, I get it.
I get
it. Like honestly, like some days I might consider getting like the train chopsticks just because it's like it's just simple.
Yeah, you can just pinch it. What if I get one of those like robo arms? Absolutely decimate the
one
Cheeto.
of the 3 sets of like claws we have in the house and just put the bag down. Just sending Cheetos everywhere every time.
Maybe you get like one speck of a Cheeto dust.
Oh, dude. Where do you land?
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Got a question for Pete. I made you a pirate in a game. You want me to use swords or guns?
Swords. Swordsman.
Based, man. Based.
Always a swordsman. I do like... I have grown on the sword-gun combo.
Oh, like Leon?
No, not the gun sword.
The sword gun.
You have a sword and you have a gun.
Okay, yeah.
Like a standard, like an actual pirate.
Like a pirate.
Yeah, like an actual, like that, that like, dual,
like having like the ching ching.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
a cool combo. I love that. But I've always been more of a swordman. A swordsman.
A swordsman is who I am. I'll become the greatest swordsman of all time.
But I was gonna say Brandon asked the question.
You were asking me where do I stand on?
Where do you stand on Entenmann's donuts?
What do you mean?
So, I've seen people absolutely not like them.
Okay.
I love like the standard Entenmann chocolate donut.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
I grew up with them. I feel like it's one of those foods where like if you grew up with it constantly in your house, you just kind of are like inundated and liking them. But I will say, drives me crazy is how quickly they fucking melt. And not melt, but like when you pick them out, they're like soft and.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Love me chocolate Entenmann's donuts.
Yeah.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. In this household,
Yeah.
we refrigerate them.
So here's the thing. I love refrigerating them. Don't really always have that much room in the fridge to even put a thing of donuts in. We got a lot of shit in the fridge right now.
Mm-hmm.
B, not everyone likes them cold.
Yeah.
And C, if you have them in the fridge for too long, or you put them in just after they've been, like, in the warm from, like, the trip from the grocery store home, they stick together.
Yeah, but it's just a simple little... And then they're
Not always. Sometimes they break up a bit.
I don't get that.
Yeah. No, sometimes...
Never happened to me. You're absolutely wrong. You got a bad fridge.
But yeah, it's a 50-50. But, like, I actually like them. I like them when they're...
Unfortunately, one weapon at a time in this game, and alright, I'll have you main using a sword.
But yeah, I like them warm.
Yeah.
I don't, like, I like the... the best is when they're right out from getting home from the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Pop them open. That's the best. Room temperature, they're solid, like, clean. But I just had that thought the other day because we had some, and I was like, oh boy, Entenmann's. And I immediately went, like it's just so like they get a little sticky, you know,
Yeah,
because like
Because you got a little chocolate sauce on your fingies.
it just and also like something about the texture of them when they're that like melty, when you're like biting on them.
Yeah.
It feels like they're stale almost. It's like this like.
You see, I like it when they're right out of the fridge because the chocolate that would be melting for you becomes more like a hard casing.
Yeah, so that's why I love
Yeah.
that too. I really do. It just became so situational in our house that it just, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for the better that I don't, because I could scarf down a bunch of those in a row. So it's probably better that more people like them the way they are than I like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's more of a I'm scavenging for snacks and this is what we have.
This is what we got. Yeah.
So it's like so everyone else can still enjoy them and I'm not scarfing all of them fucking down. I'm a two of each snack type of guy when I'm scavenging. If I'm getting donuts, I'm like 2 donuts.
Oh yeah.
If I'm grabbing some croissants out of the fucking thing,
2 croissants, yeah.
like I'm fucking. That's where a lot of this fat came from. Was all the fucking bread products that I eat.
You gotta scavenge for the winter.
Because it's so bread shit is so easy to fucking just scarf down.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to
So
think
true.
about am I in the mood for this taste like flavor. It's just bread. Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
give me more. Bread makes you what?
And it's like, it's so crazy because like I didn't think about it. I would always point to the Wendy's, but I'm just like, I eat like so many like little bread snack products like every day.
Oh yeah, bread is the silent killer when it comes to that shit.
It's like, oh my god, like it all clicked in my brain once, like because I just really cut down my Wendy's intake, my fast food intake after like Best Buy. So I was like,
so it can't
be just that.
It's the sugar and the bread.
It's the sugar, the bread, the everything nice.
This is 100% Oreos.
Dude, I wish. Listen, there's so many snacks that I wish I could really down more. Oreos are one of those snacks that like I have a love-hate thing with because I love Oreos.
Yeah.
I hate the fucking black lips I get after them.
The fuck are you doing to your fucking Oreos?
No,
dog?
no. Hold on, listen. So my lips are very dry.
Yeah.
And they're crap.
Uh-huh.
So when I'm eating Oreos, and I'm eating as I normally do.
Yeah.
All the dust gets stuck on my dry, cracked lips.
Get some fucking chapstick, will ya?
First of all, I gotta explain to you. I need to get the fucking like lip repair shit, not fucking chat because it is my lips are like mega like that fucking like I've been picking at my lips for like decades.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
So I need the lip repair shit. That's what I fucking need. And I had some of it, and I hated trying to have a drink after I used it because I was so like.
Honestly, yeah. Chapstick.
Like, and I'm
else.
sitting there thinking, like, it says on the label to not inject, but it's on my lips. So how do I...
That reminds me, I saw, like, a thing. I think it was, like... I was at Target looking for, like, some, like, soaps, because I've been having some dryness on my face. And there was one thing where it was, like, oh, they're, like, pads for your eyes, so you can clean your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Literally just clean your eyes, right?
Yeah.
It said on the package to avoid contact with your eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then what is it for?
What is it for? Yeah, it's a weird thing to put on a lip product to not ingest, because it's almost
like,
guaranteed you're going to get some of it in your mouth.
Like, I understand they probably mean, like, don't be like...
Yeah. But it kind of gets in my head a little when I taste something off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that happened. I was here. After I used some of it, I was having, like, I was drinking out of my my cup. My, like, water cup. I think it was like right after I got the Stanley Cup, and I was drinking out of it, and I immediately was like, and that whole rest of that stream, I was like,
am I gonna die?
I was making myself psychosomatic again because I was like, because you can really taste it.
Yeah.
When some of it gets in, when you're using some of those products, it's like, oh.
Well, this is the end.
I really wish I could just use it, because I use a fucking Dr. Pepper chapstick and shit. That shit rules.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, those chapsticks fucking rock.
Yeah, because they don't taste like straight wax.
Dude, the worst, and I don't understand how they keep fucking this up.
Yeah.
Cherry does not mix with medicine anything.
No.
And I don't know why they keep trying. They're like, people love cherry. It's like it never mixes.
Yeah, but it mixes so much like shit.
It never mixes. It always tastes. it makes me kind of hate cherries sometimes.
Just stick with berry. Berry is good
Berry's
basically
pretty good.
every time.
I will say, Ricolas,
Yeah.
like the honey lemon,
Oh.
those are. It depends on which one you get though.
Mm.
Because like if you get like the really like here's all these different herb ones, here's like echinacea and stuff.
No.
That one is like
Yeah. No, like the honey.
Cough,
Just the straight up honey lemon.
cough drops are a very specific thing too because you have to have it in your mouth for a while, so it has to be a flavor that doesn't suck over time.
Yeah.
Like,
Where you're just kind of like, man, I'm tired of this.
that's why I actually don't like gum most of the time. I feel like gum is like such a
Well, because you have the flavor for like 5 seconds and then
and
it
then
becomes
just-
rubber.
but then you're like, oh, there's no garbage can nearby. Oh, fine.
And then you're just like,
You're like, yeah. Do I still have the wrapper?
well, that's 2% wrapper and 80% gum.
Dude, this is why I love FF16 streams, because it just becomes a Seinfeld episode. We're just talking about, like,
Life.
human things.
Yes.
Like, in a way only Jerry
absurdity
Seinfeld
of
would do
life.
it. Yeah. She's a gum spitter. She spits her gum out on the wrapper.
And it's like 2% wrapper and 80% gum. What? You don't want to know what the other 18% is.
I will, like, I am definitely at that point in my life now where I'm going like, oh, I'm gonna be hanging out with friends that I, friends visiting. I want to, be at my best state.
Yeah.
So let me grab some Tic Tacs, let me grab some gum, freshen up my breath. I actually feel like I might end up resorting to breath spray because like even if I brush my teeth like every day for the next 10 years, if I don't get my teeth fixed, I have dead teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like my breath is just gonna be fucked regardless. I need like
Hi.
hi. I applaud my friends for never mentioning my breath.
I don't notice it.
Okay, that's good.
I also don't like. I'm not like sniffing.
You're not
the
like
throat,
right next
so.
to it. Well, it's weird. Everyone, dude, the amount of things in media that implies that just being around someone with bad breath, it just ruminates.
Yeah.
And it's like
I ain't kissing you.
it
dog.
puts me in
Yeah,
my
it's
fucking.
like,
It puts me in my head the entire.
do I stink?
Yeah, every now and then I'm like, because I know my teeth suck.
Yeah.
But once again, the health system in the country, I'm like, the amount of work I need done on my teeth, I don't know how much it's gonna fucking cost. And you don't know if you're getting dentists are like especially weird.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're gonna get a good dentist that's gonna fucking you're not gonna feel anything, or if you got the worst fucking one.
Dude, I literally had to stop going to my dentist, and I'm like looking for a new one
Yeah.
because of that shit. Because at one point, so I was getting a teeth cleaning, and my teeth aren't great either.
Yeah.
I don't take very good care of them because I'm a bad boy. But I'm getting a teeth cleaning. This is my first teeth cleaning in like years, and like obviously it hurts a little.
Yeah.
It's a fucking teeth cleaning. And, obviously because it hurts, I'm going like, like, wincing and like making a noise because it hurts.
Yeah.
And she literally goes, if you can't take it, then we'll just do the deep clean. And it's like, I can do it. Just, I'm going to make noise.
I think the thing that drives me crazy about dentists, even if they're really good,
Yeah.
I fucking hate it when like they're going so hard on giving me shit about my teeth.
Yeah.
When it's like that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me, like, oh, you should floss more, you should do, like, that's all standard. But, like, if you're mid-process, you're like, man, this is really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
It's like, I know.
You're not making me feel better while I'm in this position.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, I know it's bad. You don't have to tell me.
especially because, like, for someone who deals with it all day, hearing them be especially, like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Is, like, kind of like, man, why?
Okay. And you're an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
We want to say anything else that's
The
obvious?
dentist I had as a kid for a while, we learned was especially bad because, my parents just, like, there was this weird assumption that it was normal to bleed as much as we were bleeding coming after the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
The dentist was just really bad.
I think the thing that broke the camel's back for this dentist for me is that, so I get checked out, I get cleaned, right, and they're looking at my teeth, and they're like, all right, well, you got a couple cavities on like your lower right side, so we'll take care of those, and then you should be good. I'm like, all right, cool. I figured I'd have more, and then I go to get the cavities filled. And then they fill 2 cavities over here, which I'm like, okay, and then 1 cavity over here. And I'm like, huh? Like, I was only told I had a couple cavities on this side. What's over here? And then they go, yeah, you got a couple more cavities that we should get. Or it's like, you have a couple more cavities, so we're going to have to do a second session. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I scheduled the appointment for the second session, right? But then I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, no, this doesn't seem right, So I call them, and I'm like, hey, can you, tell me which teeth I have to get cavities filled for still? And they listed off, 8 more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I'm like, even if I did have, 10 cavities, right, tell me that.
I finally found... Well, growing up, root canal sounded like the worst nightmare.
Yeah.
But then after I had a dentist that was good at it,
Yeah.
I was like, this is great. I don't feel anything anymore. Because they destroyed the fucking... They destroyed everything under the tooth.
Whoops!
They took away the ability to feel the pain under the tooth.
I found a card.
I started learning that I actually love root canals more than standard fillings, I feel like.
That's hilarious.
It's just because, because by the end of it, that's like...
you don't feel anything anymore.
That's literally, it's way fucking better. Because,
Yeah.
a standard cavity filling is well, this could just happen again.
Yeah.
This could just recur. And, root canals are kind of problematic and sometimes where it's I could have an infection at some point that I don't know about. I think about that all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, feel it.
Yeah.
Dude, mouth pain is some of the worst.
It
fucking
sucks.
Pain, dude.
It fucking sucks.
It especially because and it's gotta have something to do with how close it is to the brain and the signal and how the signals are in the body.
Yeah.
Because something about it is all encompassing, way more than anything else in the body.
Fucking slow motion backflip on Torkoal.
It's got a shot from Airbud.
Literally. Woo! Execution.
Oh, I've hit that point. I was saying to my dad earlier today too. I think I'm getting to that age now where my threshold of got up too fast.
Oh yeah,
lower.
where you get up and you're like, what?
Yeah, because I felt a little nauseous and dizzy this morning, but it really shaped up quicker, and I'm 90% certain it's because I got out of bed
Mm-hmm.
and immediately started doing things.
Yeah.
Because that's how I usually do it. Despite how many energy drinks that I drink, because I needed really more to focus. I'm kind of a bit of an Energizer bunny. When I wake up, it's just kind of a boot up sequence,
Yeah.
which is kind of the reason why I can't fall back asleep. I wake up randomly most of the time. So, I just want to get up and I gotta do things. So I'm like, oh man, it's these little things that as we're getting older, it's thresholds are lowering and
Yeah.
I was saying,
Welcome to our 30s.
I will say though, I was saying to myself the other day because I had to bend down and take plug a wire and stuff, and I was getting back out from under my desk and I was part of me knows that as this happens to my body and as my body gets to a point where it doesn't want me to do certain movements, I should someone would recommend that I stop doing those movements because I could pull something or whatever. But it's also I want to keep doing those because I feel like if I let it degrade,
Yeah, then it's just gonna get worse.
it's gonna get worse. It's I want to keep being I feel like it's even at 35, I want to still be let's be springy, wiry Pete,
Springy, wiry Pete.
Yeah.
That's what they call them throughout his
I
whole
think
life.
also with my recently acknowledged gut and chin fat, I feel also if I let myself settle too much, I'm gonna start feeling this more than like my
Mhm.
thin little fucking like it's like I always hated how thin my arms were, but like as time goes, I'm just like, oh fuck, I want to keep this a bit. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it's like I could work out and I could get jacked and I could get muscles and stuff, but it's also like, man, I love being able to be the guy that's like, oh, I can't reach the plug, it's behind this thing. Oh sure,
Yeah, I got it.
I love being that guy.
I've been wanting to like start working out more, and I've been exercising a lot more, mostly because I have like a lot of pain right now that I don't want to be having.
Sure.
Why can't I go in here?
I saw you walking the other day. I drove past you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been going on walks every day, of varying lengths. Sometimes they're like 10 minutes. Sometimes they're like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I walked all the way to the comic book store in Selden, and then walked all the way down to the Target.
Damn.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't also walk home was because Smashlander was coming over to hang out. Got to my house before I was anywhere near home, and I'm like, hey, do you want to just come pick me up? So am I just not allowed to do this side quest right now?
I think there's another way. Go to the map. There's another way in, because I remember having this issue. Zoom out.
Yeah. Up?
No.
No. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta go. I think you gotta go around that way.
Yeah.
Because I think that gate opens up from the inside.
Yeah.
I remember in the same position
yeah.
to be like,
Like,
what do I do?
Aw.
Because this map is especially weird because normally you can see where the path fades out, but this one kind of like distracts because there's so many different routes and stuff
Yeah.
that you kind of just don't notice this section being faded out.
Stop trying to attack me, you stupid fucking bird.
Because they don't really do you can't go here yet stuff. They'll do it in the sense that you'll be turned around maybe,
Yeah.
but they don't like have a door lock.
Yeah, they're
that
not like, you
open.
can't do this quest until you do this, that, and the other thing.
Like they don't really.
That's why I was like, huh?
Nothing's set up this
Since
way.
when?
Because they don't give you keys and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're waiting to open something. It's like it's. My cat, she don't really fuck me up. She got me a couple.
Oh, is
days.
she biting you?
Well, oh my, she is so spicy all the time, and she was finally like cuddling. She does not cuddle with me that as much as I would like. She was finally cuddling me while I was like lying in bed sick at like 5 o'clock, and she was like cuddling with me. She is definitely the type of cat where if you just lie down for a bit,
She'll come to you
she'll
eventually.
be like, okay, we'll lie down.
Yeah.
But the problem with doing that is that like there's a lot of stuff in my room that I just don't want her like exploring around.
Yeah.
And I don't need her causing a problem, especially in that moment. Because I'm like, I'm not getting up to clean. Like if she knocked over one of like a drink on my desk or something, I'd be like, oh, I have to clean it up. It's my computer. I have to clean it up. Oh no. You have to get it up. There you go.
But my chocobo.
You didn't do the quick time.
No.
Wait.
Wow.
But yeah, so she was cuddling, but then I was like, oh, hey, Shion, and she did the full. I went to pet her, and she went, and was like kicking me with her back paws, and I was just like, and like it went from like what Mimi used to do, where it's like, oh, you're playing, to like she's like
really
like I
lashing off.
felt it. I'm like,
Like, what the fuck, you stupid bitch?
Like, what are you doing? Why are you so angry all the time?
What's wrong with you?
No, the worst is when she had her paw like right by like one of my incision areas.
Oh
Which,
god.
mind you, it's healed. Like
Yeah.
these are just scars now. But I don't like it being near there, so I go to grab her paw to pull it away, and she immediately goes, like,
Oh my god.
like really hard.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just like, what? Like, I gotta like, I haven't given her flea meds in a while. I'm like, oh, I hope she doesn't have something that's like making her like
irritable.
irritable.
We'll take her to a vet. What do you mean, huh? Have you not taken her to a vet?
Oh
my god.
I have.
Oh my god.
I did all that. I specifically got all that out of the way as quick as humanly possible.
Good.
Because I just didn't want to do it. Like, I don't want to go anywhere.
How dare you? When it's time to take Mimi to the vet, it's Mimi is the one who's like, I don't want to go anywhere. And I'm like, no, we
To be
gotta
fair,
go.
yeah, both of us don't want to go anywhere with me and my cat.
Like
I
father,
mean,
like daughter.
It's also a situation of just like, you know, depends on like what, you know. It's the same thing with going to the hospital. Where it's like, what am I walking away from this with?
Yeah.
You know. But I will gladly take my pet to a vet over me going to the hospital.
So true.
You know what I mean? I will. If something's wrong with my animal, I will actively. No, I also, you know, she's been spicy for a while now. I feel like I would know if there was like fleas or something. Oh.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it would be affecting my
You would also
environment.
have fleas.
Yeah, my environment would be affected, and it's not. And you know, cats are not like she's constantly on top of me.
Yeah.
And running around and playing with stuff. So she's definitely not like sick per se. You know. But I also feel like, you know, I just kind of let her do shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably just spicy and energetic because
You let her?
Yeah.
Ow, ow. It's over 50,000! I got an achievement. I guess we're doing over 50,000 in one stagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really funny watching
Did I win?
the
Oh.
Smosh Jeopardy on was it the 90s, I think?
Yes. Yeah, the
And,
latest one.
and knowing so much.
I know. Just from living it.
Yeah, just from like, oh man. And it's so funny, right? Because like, shout out to all those fucking people that were like born in like the 80s and go like, you're not 90s good. You were born in 96. You're nukes. But it's like,
Yeah. I still lived it.
shit melted into the 2000s, man.
So true.
I was talking to my dad about how fucked up it is that like, you know, we look at like history and history books,
Yeah.
and like, there's never like a pinpointed change to an era. It's
Yeah.
usually this rough area. We can pinpoint September 11th. That's like a hard change.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that we can. It's insane that, like, right after this day,
Everything changed.
everything is crazy. Imagine having that exact date, time, to the minute, to the second.
To the event.
Like,
That
this is when
caused
it
it.
happened. Like,
And then after that, everything was different.
because there are events in history, like the Black Plague and stuff, that, like, yes, this clearly changed it, because a lot of people fucking
Yeah,
died.
that
and it
also
changed.
lasted for years.
Right.
9/11 was one day. One incident.
Everything, dude. It's it's insane. It's my favorite part of Welcome to the Internet. Is when he mentions that it used to be forums and chat rooms,
Yeah.
and then everything fucking changed.
Yeah.
It used to be, you know what's funny? It's crazy that like back in our day,
Mm-hmm.
name, age, location was a regular abbreviation for us. But if you say that to anybody now, it sounds creepy.
Sounds
And it
creepy as
is
hell.
used in creepy contexts
Yeah.
a lot of the time. But it's also
If
like,
you've ever frequented chat roulette.
but it's also like for us, it was just existing. Like we're just,
Yeah.
you
Who
know,
are you?
Who are you? Yeah.
Now it's like, can I fuck you and where?
And it's funny because it makes a lot of it's really crazy because the internet is one of those things where like anyone who doesn't use it, didn't use it as much as we did, looks at it as this like minefield of pedophiles and all this shit where it's like you can't go anywhere, just do what, you know. But if you're on it enough,
Can't stick around, but I just want to say I hope everyone has a good evening. All right, good night, comic fan. Thanks for showing up.
but yeah, like it's like if you're on the internet,
Leave a like.
if you're on the internet enough, you know what to say, what to do, where to go. Like even as a kid, it's like you get it.
Yeah.
There's like this. It's a flow. It's literally like being social in school. You know what I mean? It's like no one tells you how to talk to friends or how to talk.
Yeah,
to,
it just kind of. It's the social environment.
right. You get it. Right. It's the human part, and I think it's the same thing with the internet. Where it's like you just start to understand what you're doing. But like a parent who doesn't really know it that well is immediately like, "You're on what? You're you know." But like,
Well, I mean,
like,
you still. I mean,
there's no. I'm
there's
not,
guidance.
I'm not trying to argue against guys, like, because my big thing is like parents that complain about content instead of that they should be watching their kids more.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not arguing guys. I'm just more mean like with chat roulette and stuff, where it's like, we make the jokes about how many fucking, sky dick popped up on my screen, whatever. But it didn't happen to me.
On chat roulette?
Yeah.
Then you're lucky.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen so many cocks on chat
but
roulette,
I feel like
dude.
it's one of those things where it's like, but also like, there's just some like weird. It's a very weird thing to be on the internet and talk to someone who isn't on it. Because
because it seems much scarier than it is.
Right, it's really like, and like oh my god, the funniest is the pop-up ad viruses, because like an older like not internet person will see a pop-up and go, oh no,
one of the ones where it's like, your computer's infected, install this antivirus.
But it doesn't even have to be that. It can just be like a pop-up ad, but it makes them think that they've gotten a virus because they've seen the ad. And I remember I always had to tell my parents, like, it's you don't click it.
Yeah.
And then,
if you click it, then you'll get one.
Because I had to learn that. Because I remember for the longest time, I couldn't go to porn sites when I was like at that point in my life, because I was terrified that just being on one would get me a virus.
And sometimes that was true.
But you gotta go to like
but you gotta go to like
you gotta go to
some shit,
you gotta go to like
seedy shit.
Yeah, you gotta go to like titty.x.l like some like
titty.x.l/virus.
Third page of Google browser thing is what you get. Never go off first page of Google. That's like the first rule of that. It has to be first page.
If it's not on the first page, it's not what you're looking for.
It's not what you're looking for, yeah. 100%. But the problem...
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people online, especially parents, say these video games are ruining our children. And I know they've been saying that for years, but it's still annoying. Like, you'd think millennial parents, the people that grow up on video games, would understand that's BS.
What's weird, too, is that, like, there is something to be said about the reason why games are rated, right?
Yeah.
Like... A 5-year-old should not play GTA 6.
No.
You know what I mean? If a parent lets their kid do that, and then they complain, that's their fucking fault.
Yeah.
Because it has a rating for a reason.
I've seen it happen in real time, where a kid went to go buy GTA 5, and I had to kind of look at them and be like, your parent needs to be here. Gets the dad looks at the game and goes, no!
Yeah. It's one of the few non-corrupt things in media is ratings.
Yeah.
Because it's purposeful. It serves its purpose of like, don't look at this.
Don't fucking do it.
But at the same time,
it's up to parents' discretion.
Social media does way worse to kids.
So true.
Than any video
But also,
game.
kids shouldn't be on social media either.
But no, that's my point. Is that social media is way worse for kids than almost any video game.
Yeah.
I honestly. I wouldn't even say almost any, because I feel like even the most insane, grotesque, like even if like, fucking Postal, where it's like, this is awful, but it's like,
yeah,
I don't know, like if I was like a 7-year-old and I was pissed off at school, it's a way to take my aggression. That's the thing that people...
Also, I played GTA in elementary school.
Right, I played GTA 5,
now, granted...
Well before I should have.
Granted, GTA when we were kids is not like GTA now.
No.
It was risque for back then.
Yeah.
Like,
We're the generation that was like, oh yeah, Lara Croft.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that, like, with San Andreas, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the hot coffee scene, just the concept of maybe having a sex scene in a video game was considered, like, horribly controversial.
Yeah, it's...
Now in GTA 5, you see that shit.
In this game. This very game, there's naked people.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Well, I mean, in GTA 5, there's no, like, oh, it's censored by the screen.
Yeah,
they'll just show
the only thing you'll get in GTA 5 is like, okay, you can order a prostitute.
Yeah.
But then they cut to an outside shot of the car.
Yeah, that's like what you get in, like, GTA 3.
Yeah.
Which is the GTA we grew up with.
Yeah.
At least in elementary school.
I didn't play GTA until I played GTA 4, and that was specifically because Achievement Hunter was doing like cops and robbers game mode, and I just wanted to do that. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough of you guys in a organized friend group quite yet to play a mode like that.
Yeah.
Stream idea. Cops and robbers in GTA 4 is hilarious.
We can do it.
If it works out. Sometimes you can get absolutely fucked. You spawn like right next to each other. You're just like, hey, stop. Ah, fuck.
Stop, you villain. Dion doing his best Knuckles impression.
It's her. It's the
It's the child.
It's the child.
The child.
So she helped him back to health.
Yeah, we saw that in like the last scene with him. We're finally back to the story.
Remember, what if I just went, remember Wells?
Yeah, I used to have one. Out on the prairie.
Yeah. Sent out a village. Sent out the village where
1800s, man. Those are
those
good,
are the
those
good
are a good
days.
century.
2 vampire live streamers. Those are the good days. I would say that's a sketch, but I'm pretty sure that's just what we do in the shadows. In a very specific format.
Also, like, sure we could say that that's a skit, but like, what do we do with that?
Well, I mean, it's a very Seinfeld-esque sketch of
Okay,
like,
but
this is the bit and this is the bit.
Okay, but if they're both vampires and
It's
they're
like-
just playing video, like, what are they playing Castlevania?
it would, it would be like
This game is actually very offensive.
It would be like 2 old women talking, but they're really old because it's vampires.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Ah, the 1500s.
But
were a
the
good
the
century.
bit is just
Yeah.
is that they're immortal.
What if you did that, but with like one of those like remember posts? It's like, remember ice pick lobotomies?
Remember fire? Remember before we found fire?
We used to use hot rock, but now we use fire.
We used to have to wait for rock to get hot from sun.
Or if lucky, volcano.
But not too lucky. But not too lucky. Remember Greg? Side note, I love caveman named Greg. Like Greg is a name that's existed for centuries.
Since the inception of humankind.
Every other caveman has a weird caveman name
it's
except Greg.
It's like Ungar and Bunga and Greg. He's the guy that invented names.
The inventor of names.
I think we should have specific noise for me. Like, I can be Greg.
Oh man. I was watching the new cinema therapy video on Tarzan
Yeah.
the other day, and one of them had some choice things to say about the Phil Collins soundtrack. That like melodies are good, but the lyrics are just this is thing happening now, just like Randy Newman.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, but like,
It's a good song.
it's also like, if I watched a musical, like if I watched Tarzan on Broadway and the characters weren't singing, but there was a guy singing over the scene, I'd eat that up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to do a musical, honest to God, because it's like, if you look at it as a musical and not as the soundtrack of a movie,
Yeah.
then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just like if Tarzan was singing it, but he's not, because that's not what Tarzan would
he
do.
speak gorilla.
Yeah.
Gorilla.
Plus the composition side of that film,
Mm-hmm.
where like the scene where Kala's showing Tarzan like that he is just like them,
Yeah.
and when she like starts doing the hand and then feel my heartbeat thing, you hear the little notes of and it's like so little. It's like the little motifs of it.
It's like,
Oh, Randy Newman does the same thing. Where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you have like, I Will Go Sailing No More about to play for Buzz when he discovers it, but they lead into the song with an instrumental motif version of it
yeah.
before it plays, and that is cool. It would be different if it's just the song, but it's part of the orchestration of the film. Like these are part of the construct of the movie.
instead of just like written into the script.
Yeah.
More so.
But like it's implied. I mean, that's some of the best movie scores. Or like that's why John Williams is so good.
Yeah.
Because the saying is that John Williams has lyrics to all the songs that he writes, because it's meant to invoke what's going on. That's why I mean John Williams is the fucking best at it, because he does the shit where he has like, here's the main theme of the movie, and it's got the main theme and then the theme of the romance and the theme of the villain. And then, you have the whole structure of the movie in the main theme.
Yeah.
Literally an overture of the film. And then throughout the film, now you hear, oh, Leia's on screen. You hear the romantic Leia theme. Yeah. And it's like, that's fucking gold, dude.
Yeah. Those are the best scores.
Like,
the best video games do that with shit. With
Superman does it. The Superman theme does it too. Everyone knows the. But then it gets to the lowest. Then when it gets to the lowest stuff, you're like, oh. Like, it's just, like, oh, man, dude. It's music that, like, I didn't grow up an orchestra, like, loving kid.
Yeah.
Like, I was definitely the kid that if I went to my sister's orchestra concert, I used to do the thing, my parents, for some reason, would let me fucking do this, where I'm like, I'm sleepy, and I would turn around and just do this in the chair.
Because they knew, like, you don't want to be here,
yeah.
I don't want to be here.
So, like, I was never that kid, but I would absolutely eat up a John Williams like orchestra performance, just because you feel
beautiful.
This wonderment of just like, wow. Whoa. Like you could almost see the movie. Yeah. It's fucking insane, man. You know what's so funny too? So I rewatched Speed Racer the other day. I was like, man, the music in this movie is so good. It's fucking Michael Giacchino. Mm-hmm. The not up and comer. He's been doing music for a while, but the kind of the sleeper cell orchestra guy. Because like you have John Williams, you have Danny Elfman, you have these like great composers from when we were growing up. Michael Giacchino's been right there too, just around. He did The Incredibles.
Yeah.
He did Speed Racer. He did all these movies that like, oh, I love the songs of this movie, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh shit. And the thing that kills it is that I think the first Marvel film he like was composer on. I could be wrong about this, but the one that I remember it being a thing that I saw visibly he was composer on was Doctor Strange, which was also the first movie that had the Marvel Studios theme. Mm-hmm. You know, the dun 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 dun. He did that
whole thing,
and I'm like, oh fuck. It's so good. Like, there's so many fucking... And listen, you know a composer's good when with like Speed Racer, when it's like, he could do his own original theme.
Yeah.
But instead, throughout the whole movie, you'll hear little... Yeah. And it's like, you keep the original theme, you're goated. You know? It's in there throughout the fucking film.
Yeah. Or just like sprinkled in every so
often. And you're
often.
like, fuck.
Dude, the greatest things that a composer can do is leitmotifs.
Dude,
Leitmotifs are so good.
There's when it hits, it fucking hits, man. Oh man.
And I never really realized how often Sonic does it.
Oh yeah.
Sonic does it all the time.
Yeah.
Like Shadow, especially, always gets hits of either like. Usually All Hail Shadow is his. Sometimes I Am All of Me.
Yeah.
Which, the fact that I Am All of Me and Never Turn Back start the same way is crazy.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
It's crazy.
I love that Never Turn Back is I Am All of Me on piano.
Yeah.
Like that. It's really great. Listen, I think I gotta be honest. I'm never really a big fan of All Hail Shadow becoming Shadow's like theme.
I never liked it.
I think it was too self-serving.
It's too self-serving for what Shadow's character is.
Yeah.
I never understood it.
I like the song.
Yeah.
I think it's I can listen to the song.
It's a Shadow anthem for Shadow's fans, but it's not Shadow's theme song.
Yeah. I Am All of Me, fantastic theme.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you wanted to go that route.
I Am All of Me is a fantastic theme for Shadow because it's the perfect embodiment of who Shadow is before Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah. but never turned back.
Oh my god.
Fuck, man. But that whole soundtrack has like slap after slap. I mean, Chosen One is great.
Yeah.
I used to listen to the shit out of that. The problem with Chosen One though is that like it made you seem edgier than you needed to be. It's like, I wish I was never born at all. And my dad'd be like,
You say that?
you're right.
You say that like Almost Dead doesn't exist.
Well, I never really listened to Almost because that was my type of music.
I
didn't really
did.
like Almost Dead.
I love Power.
That's why I'm okay. That's why I'm okay like making fun of it
Yeah.
because like for me, I was never super into, but I'm not really a heavier rock metal guy like that. I never really
Or like into like new metal.
You're lucky that we're lucky that I like a lot of the Sonic music that I like.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like fucking butt rock as
Butt
people
rock
call it.
as people call it. But I mean, Shadow music, like I Am Old Me was like the most like rock song that Crush 40 had made at the time. So like. I always wanted to cosplay Joshua, but that collar is so confusing. I'm like, how do I make that? That's so like, where's the connection?
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I'm like, where does it connect? How does this work? It's so funny. I'm like, what is it? I'm not realizing now that I look at it, is that his old child garb?
I think it is.
Like torn up and
just like around his neck.
Recycled.
Could be. It seems like it.
Because he was supposed to be dead as a kid and disappeared.
I'm pretty sure that's what he was wearing. It was like a red robe.
Yeah, it was a weird red. I didn't think about it till now that that's probably what that is. Because it's been torn up this whole time, and I didn't really think about it. But yeah, that's probably what he's wearing. It's like a torn up, recycled version of his like kid garb. That's pretty cool. You learn something every day. It's funny, I have the art book. I probably might say it in the art book.
Good.
God, sick braids on the beard.
I want to grow up to be like that guy.
You know what's so funny? You know what? This is recently because I was having a lot of like real, like almost therapeutical discussions with a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And I was hitting some real good like Iroh level chest bumps. And I was like, man, like that was a good one. I should remember that one.
The ancient Hawaiians say.
And I'm sitting here like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, how do I get to the point where I'm like a modern philosopher? Because nowadays there's like philosophy courses and you're just like a guy.
Yeah.
But like I want to be like that.
Yeah, I want to be like.
I want to be in robes and
like
shit.
A professional philosopher.
I want to be just.
Well, for one thing, you have to have a great name because, like, think about how great Socrates
is.
Aristotle,
Peter
Wagner, even like Voltaire.
But you know,
even the most ordinary one like John Locke.
You know, but in a way though,
Peter Wagner.
It is kind of inherent of the passing of time.
Yeah.
That the naming would change. Like we might. God knows what names are gonna be at like 2099.
So true. For all we know, Socrates could have been the Peter of ancient Greece.
You don't know. Like, you really, honest to God, like it's crazy. I mean, so many, first of all, almost every name ended with like a T's back then.
T's and P's.
Like there's a lot of
Cleese.
Knees.
Look at these.
But yeah, no, like it's. I always think about that. I'm just like, I want to be like a fucking like robed fucking philosopher.
Just walk into your room and just like, you come to me. What is it that you see? That'll be $3.
Also, fuck your philosophy degree. The nature of philosophy implies that I don't need to learn it because it's philosophy is.
My philosophy is what I experience in my life.
Right, philosophy is personal. I do, now that I think about it, philosophy courses are weird.
Yeah, like conceptually.
Because it's like beyond teaching you of past philosophers.
Yeah.
And what they have done. What else do you? Because it's like, First of all, no one who takes it, like, you don't do anything with a philosophy course.
No.
You don't get, like, if you get, like, a degree through philosophy course, like, you're not a philosopher.
No.
There's no, I shit you not, please someone show me a fucking current philosopher who's considered this name philosopher.
Elon Musk.
I lose my mind. Dude,
He even has the name for it. Elon Musk. Come on. Like a Smash Brothers announcement.
But it's crazy to me because it's just like, you don't get anything out of a course
Except
like
he's
that.
stupid.
You get anything out of a course, it's like, it's so weird now that I think about it. Like, it's like the most pointless. People always talk about getting like a literature degree and like English literature degree or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, philosophy is like a really pointless class.
I had to take a philosophy course in college. And it was really just an excuse to watch movies.
Don't get me wrong, philosophy is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have to pay to learn about it. I
yeah,
can just, like,
exactly.
read it.
Go out and read it. Go online. Like it's.
I can just watch Rick and Morty. I'll learn all about nihilism.
Watch Rick and Morty. Just listen to Iroh for 12 hours straight.
Yeah, and I'll learn what is probably like Buddhist.
Are
philosophies.
you two so busy with your own conflict? You're too busy. You're not noticing your boat floating down the river. There's no time for your metaphors, Uncle. No, it's literal.
No, it's literally going down the river.
I love that scene so much because it is. But I think after that, he goes like, "That is a pretty good one."
I also love that. That's like 2 episodes, isn't it? It's like 2 separate episodes.
No, I think it's the one. It's
Is
just
it
the
just
scroll.
one? Well, isn't it like the scroll, and then the second half of the episode is like Zuko kidnapping Katara, and then like Aang having to get her back?
Well, yes. So but it's one episode
Okay.
because they steal the scroll.
For some reason, I thought they like made that 2 episodes.
No, because they end up at the same port.
Yeah.
They steal the scroll, and
I
Zuko
just-
overhears them talking about them, like someone stole the scroll. It's that
Yeah.
water truck girl. And Zuko goes, huh? And
I
then,
also
yeah.
love that the entire episode, Iroh is more concerned about finding his Pai Sho piece than anything else.
That's the reason they stopped.
Yeah.
Is to get the
Pick
Pai
up a Pai Sho piece. It was in my pocket the whole time.
I have to go, Uncle. You smell, and I never want to see you again. Did you really say that to him? Might as well have.
Might as well have.
I'm like, that's surprising, Zuko. Please don't say you might as well have said that to him, because that's a really stupid line. You stink, and I never want to see you again.
I hope the new movies are good.
Me too. It's already off to a bad foot since they replaced the whole cast when they don't need to.
Yeah.
I got so... I made the tweet about it, because it was like, oh, they changed the whole cast, because it's about, a voice cast that matches the ethnicity.
But they're all...
I'm like, first of all, they're based off ethnicities, but they are not those, like, they are made up.
Yeah.
These are not real people.
Air Tribe is Air Tribe. Like,
it's based off Tibetan monks,
yeah.
but they are not Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
You know? I think Fire Nation was based more on, like, feudal Japan,
Yeah.
but they're not inherently Japanese.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, and on top of that, like, it's one thing to do that, like, if they do the new Avatar series they're making with the Earthbending Avatar,
Yeah.
if they started doing that voice casting with this, whatever.
Yeah.
It's new characters. But these are characters we know.
Yeah.
And we know that the voice actors can do it.
Yeah.
Like, the voice actor for Aang has finally started showing up in things at cons and stuff again, and he's a grown man who can voice Aang as a grown man now. The only one who would still probably sound youngish is Jack DeSena.
Oh yeah. Him too.
Like, but Sokka's voice doesn't inherently, like, I always hated that because in Korra they show Sokka and he's like, "Oh, me and my trusty boomerang once defeated," and I'm like,
You don't even sound like Sokka.
I guess Sokka's like 14 in the show, but like, would his voice change that much?
Yeah.
That's like, listen, I went through puberty. I know, shocker. Like, my voice didn't change that. Like, my voice changed, But I don't sound
Cut
like
to the Assure
this.
Says clip.
Yeah, like my voice sounded like I sounded like a kid, but like I didn't grow up and go like from 14
no.
from 14 to now my voice did not shift
No.
into like
You can literally,
I'm a grown man.
even if you want to, you can literally make the argument with our channel, like watch like year 1 GCN. I don't sound that much different. I'm
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Year 1 GCN.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my voice only sounds lower than it did earlier on in GCN because I'm tired.
Yeah.
My voice is a lot more creaky and
This
poorly
guy.
aged. But yeah, so it's just, I always hated that. I was like, why the fuck? Like, come on. So, like, yeah, and the fact they kept Dante Bosco. They kept Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's the one that sounds like the youngest.
Yeah.
When they had him voice General Iroh and Korra, I'm like, that's not a grown man. That's
Yeah.
Zuko.
That's just Zuko.
Don't get me wrong, I love Dante Bosco. And when he performs, he's great. Like on an acting side of things.
Oh
great.
yeah.
But his voice is so recognizable. And unlike Johnny Young Bosch, who like, yeah, I know him when I hear him, but he can change his fucking voice.
Yeah, but it's
Dante
like
Bosco very rarely changes his voice. For
yeah,
roles.
his thing is that he's Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
Whether he's being Zuko or
Yeah.
Jake Long, you know.
So, and it kind of hurts more that it's gonna be Dante Bosco Zuko just talking to a whole different cast of voices,
Yeah.
because that just feels wrong.
Yeah.
I don't get to enjoy the reunion of the characters the same way. That's it, Nickelodeon. Paramount, for this discretion, you owe me a sex scene in the
Between who?
Zuko and Katara.
Oh no. Katara and Toph. No. Katara and Suki. And maybe a little bit of Ty Lee.
No, I'll take Sokka and Suki. I think they deserve it after he got interrupted by Zuko.
So true.
I know what he was. I know what Sokka was trying to do. I saw that rose. Those candles. Can't fool me. Only guy in this group with a girlfriend. In the gang.
I know what's up.
War never changes, Sokka.
War never changes.
I love a good lovable oath that gets the relationship.
Hell yeah.
You know, like.
But I'm also a fan of haters to lovers. So Katara and Zuko, come on.
Aside from like a couple episodes, that Avatar: Last Airbender is like a perfect show.
Oh yeah.
Aside from just like a couple episodes.
And even then, like even the worst episodes of Avatar are just like okay.
Well, even the hardest to watch episodes are hard to watch because of the topic.
Yeah.
Right? Like Appa's Lost Days, I cannot watch because I just feel so sad.
Yeah, but that's not a bad episode of the show.
It's not bad. I can't watch it. That's my point. Is that the
Yeah.
hard to watch episodes are hard to watch because they're written well.
The only
that I should feel bad.
the only
watching.
bad episodes of the show are the Great
Great
Divide, Footloose.
Hold on, I love Footloose.
It's okay.
It's not. It's a Great Divide is like boring, and the ending kind of makes Aang look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
But Footloose is just fucking funny.
Though there is something really funny about. It's like, oh wow, I didn't know you knew those guys. Yeah, you could say that, or you could say I was just lying to shut them up.
It is funny, but it's also just like, why would he do this? Like to shut them up, but it's also like that's not the Aang that we had seen
beforehand,
leading up. So it was definitely like a moment of like, oh,
It
alright.
was almost like the writers were like, we gotta end the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. Aang lies to him.
I do. You know, I like Footloose. I mean, Footloose also has great moments in it where I love Aang I love the scenes with Aang in school.
Flamio Hotman.
I love when he's like getting real into the tuba.
Yeah.
That one's great. It's fun. That's at least a funny episode.
I also like through that whole arc that because like you forget by that point because it's been so long, but like they remind you, it's like, no, Aang is 100 years old.
Yeah.
He's gonna see the Fire Nation as what it was like 100 years ago.
Before the full dictatorship rule that they ended up having.
So him like walking around being like, "Flame me out, Hotman."
Well, I also love that episode is also great because it does the thing that they should do in it, which shows the Fire Nation civilians.
Yeah, where
that
it's
are
like,
not
the
assholes.
Fire Nation. Yeah, it's like the Fire Nation is not just inherently evil.
Yeah,
like
these are all
kind of meant to believe.
Yeah,
because our only like look into the Fire Nation is Zuko, Iroh, Ozai, and and Azula, and I guess at that point, what's his name? Zhao.
Yeah, Admiral Zhao.
Forever wandering the spirit world.
As we see in Korra.
I've seen the clip.
I am the greatest in the world. I will make history. I love that. Listen, people will say what they will about Korra and the spirit world in Korra. There's some additions in that I love. I love them in that.
Oh. She understood.
I wanted to take her icon. Oh!
Got him.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing this away from us. The world is ours to save, not yours.
You're not the pro tag. We're the pro tags.
Both of us. We're both Rosfields.
It's the right thing to do. I do.
You know, I gotta give props to this game for the character designs and that the hair is still Final Fantasy hair.
Yeah. But it's not like overly anime.
It's like detailed enough to look realistic, but it's like I love the way that Josh's hair shapes around his neck a bit.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not realistic at all. It
No.
looks like they're constantly putting gel in their hair, but they're not.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just perfectly done, so it doesn't break the immersion of this semi-realistic looking world. But it still has the flair of Final Fantasy. I love Gav.
I don't get it. Yeah, anyway. Oh. The Kingdom of Waloed. Waloed?
Well, dude.
Alright.
So you're heading towards the final mother crystal.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill that guy
And
that
a confrontation with Odin, yeah.
Gonna kill Odin. His icon is mine. Clive might be talking high and mighty about how he thinks it's the right thing to do. I just want powers.
What I said about warm welcomes, Gav. This place is as dead as Greek as ghost.
Ka!
Oh, and so, like I said earlier, I watched Speed Racer again the other day.
You did.
And right afterwards, I watched the cinema therapy video on it again.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they fucking nailed the reason why it's so fucking goated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw someone, I was seeing someone today compare, like, some of the stuff to Superman to Speed Racer in that it's got this kind of corked up atmosphere of, like, you know, absurdity in times where there's a shot of, in one of the trailers of Superman punching a guy's teeth out and the teeth bounce off the camera.
Yeah.
and like, you know, it reminds me a bit of Speed Racer like that. And someone in the comments said like, visual wise, great. Story wise, not. I'm like, no, screenwriting was
No, it was
goated,
great.
dude. The screenwriting in I dare say the screenwriting in Speed Racer is like one of the best screen scripts I think I've read ever.
I especially appreciate how they handle Racer X.
Yeah, they don't stray away from the goofiness of he might be the brother. Like they don't pull away from that twist. They don't pull away from, but they.
Well, I also like that they pull the rug on you.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody watching the Speed Racer movie knows
yeah.
that Speed Racer's brother is Racer X.
Yeah.
But when he takes off the mask and it's not him,
Yeah.
it's you start to be like,
Oh.
oh, maybe this is different.
Yeah.
Because this is an adaptation.
Yeah.
But then it is him.
But then what's so funny is the fucking I got facial reconstruction surgery should be goofy.
Yeah, but it's not.
But the face he makes as it pans through, because he's like questioning whether he made a mistake or not doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
And that it just pans across as it's doing transition. You just see like this regret in his eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like so well done. Like it's such a goofy concept. Like, oh, I gotta change his face, you know. But you don't laugh.
Yeah.
You feel the tragedy of like he chose to do that, and it's like you have to accept the world and the rules of the world.
Yeah.
And this world, racing is like everything.
Yeah, it runs the
Like
runs
there's
everything.
clearly a massive power dynamic in racing, and if you understand that, then a guy going to these lengths to hide his identity from his family, to make him think that he died, so that they don't have to, you know, deal with the fallout of his mistakes or whatever, makes sense. You know, it's like, but if you watch the anime, and I'm sure like if you really were inundated, you'd feel similar things.
Yeah.
But you're still watching, you know, and you're still, it still takes a bit away from it. But they played it so damn well. The only thing that takes the movie down a slight peg, Emile Hirsch acting a Speed Racer kid can be a little stale sometimes.
Yeah.
It works when it does, and sometimes it's a little much. Like, there's the one that I point to was the scene with they find Spritle in the car when they're out the cliffs at the ledge, and he's like, I wasn't listening or anything promised, and he's supposed to go, oh no, like, oh you weren't,
Yeah. Oh, you weren't.
and he goes, oh no, and I'm like,
you could have done a second take.
could have done a little more. But also for what he is in the movie, I love, because the scenes with Royalton he nails.
Oh yeah.
Like his whole thing about like, no offense, Mr. Royalton, but when I grew up, like he plays that part really.
Yeah, of just,
that
like-
part, it's good. Like that hunky dory.
50s anime protagonist.
Yeah, that hunky dory. Everything's nice, and I love the family dynamic in that fucking movie, man. Like. The fact that they don't try to make drama in the family,
Yeah.
that's unnecessary. They all care about each other the whole time.
Yeah.
And the fact that they gave
It's not
John-
just, John Goodman being Pa. It's not just Pa being an asshole because he's an asshole.
The fact that they gave John Goodman a scene where he gets to do the same scene twice,
Yeah.
and the character learned,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
It's
so many
it's
movies
so-
don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
There's movies that don't let the character like admit that they're, especially the father figure,
Yeah, admit that they're wrong.
admit that they were wrong
and are able to fix it.
like it's god damn, dude, the Wachowskis. Oh man, I mean, listen, and I always say this. I'm pretty sure that was their first movie after The Matrix.
Uh-huh.
And my god, what a fucking movie! What a chains broken from this trilogy. Let's make something fun. God damn. And also something that will make me weep every time.
Oh yeah, that final scene is crazy.
God, it's so perfect. I also love there's
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. It literally ends with him just winning the
Yeah.
race, right?
Yeah, they're all celebrating.
That's
what it
also
is.
something I love, where it's like he wins the race, and that's just the movie.
That's it.
There's no like, oh my god.
Well, my favorite thing about it is that it's all winning. He goes to kiss and goes, warning. What you're about to see might give you like that whole fucking
Yeah.
joke with Spritle. They kiss, and then the fucking music crescendos like dun 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 dun, and it's showing the newspaper Royalton in jail. Cheaters never prosper.
Yeah.
The judge says, bam. And then right into Ma, go. It's listen, say what you will about that fucking rap song at the end, but the fact that they mixed in the original Speed Racer opening, it was I always say there's one line delivery in that whole movie that they play again at the end sequence, and it's when Racer has taken off the thing. It goes, it doesn't matter if racing can change others. It matters that we don't let racing change who we are. Whoa. You're gonna do it, Speed, and I just hope that I'm there to see it. And he's smiling and laughing. I'm like, that's a good fucking line delivery. Because the entire movie, he's Racer X.
Yeah.
And then he's just here like, just hope that I'm there to see it. He's like smirking. It's like, and that's Rex.
Yeah.
This is Racer X. That's fucking Rex.
It's like you can see the difference in the persona.
It's like, oh, god damn, dude. That end sequence is like, I could teach a whole fucking class about why that
end scene is so fucking awesome.
Is like,
is raw
it's
cinema.
like top 3 scenes in all of cinema. It is.
Yeah.
It is like the Wachowskis did something so perfect.
I would love to know your other two.
In the cutting, oh god. Oh man.
Are you okay, Peter?
Am I okay? Yeah. Why?
Did you die?
Did you die? But like that. I'm trying to think of what my other two best scenes in all of cinema would be. Oh, it's 9:30. Wow. Hi, Pip.
30.
Hey, Pip. It's 9:30. But man, what other 2 scenes would be so fast?
Can we get 9:30 in chat while Peter thinks of his other 2 scenes? I don't know, anything in Marvel?
Actually not. Well,
Ghostbusters. Marvel Ghostbusters. Sonic.
it'd be very easy to go to the portal scene in Endgame.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a fantastic.
It is really
scene.
good. Even as someone who wasn't familiar
The
with the
only
franchise.
downside of that scene is the choice to make Cap Whisper assemble.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I get it's a little
Too cheesy.
dramatic, but it's just like they don't. They're not gonna hear that, and it's like you can't. It hurts a bit because it's like edging and then ruining the orgasm because everyone's here and he goes Avengers assemble, but like, and I guess Thor saves it because he's like Brah! And they'll charge, but
Yeah.
it's like just you had him yell assemble, man, like
Yeah.
assemble, like that one. He didn't say that in the movies yet.
Yeah.
They hinted at it at the end of Age of Ultron where he goes, Avengers! And then it cuts. Because, of course it does. But then if this is the moment...
Make it the moment.
9:30 p.m. for you equals 18:30 for me.
Okay, so that's 6:30 p.m.? I don't know, we have to ask Jenny. She works on military time.
Alright, what would we consider in cinema? Are we considering just movies?
As opposed to,
And
like,
we're
also
including,
TV
like,
shows?
Yeah.
You can include TV shows.
Because...
You can even include video games. For all I give a shit.
Because there is... Well,
There's media.
there's a scene towards the end of this game
Okay.
that I would put on that I would put up there.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. But on top of that, not on top of that, but also with that, there is, I watched it earlier today. I actually watched a body
Body language.
body language analyst.
Yeah.
Break it down. There's a scene from the 10th Doctor era of Doctor Who where he changes time to save a person from a Mars explode, like where they're supposed to die, and he gives it the whole speech of how he's the survivor. He owns time and all that. That whole scene, masterfully done by David Tennant. He has this stoic coldness, and then when she shoots herself in the building and time changes, and you realize that nothing he does can change time.
Yeah.
And he just backs himself up on the TARDIS, just the newspaper articles changing, flashing it, like it just that's a well done scene. I was also gonna say there's a scene in How I Met Your Mother that's really well done too, where they reveal the whole episode is like in Ted's head. Like throughout the episode, it's Ted talking to future versions of him and Barney.
Okay.
But the whole episode's in his Ted, and it ends with Barney going, it's already happened, Ted. Look around. You're all alone. And there's no one around him. And then he gets the whole speech of like, kids, if I knew what I knew back then now, if I knew what I knew now back then, I wouldn't go to Robots versus Wrestlers. I would, exactly where I'd go. And then it's him running through the LA, New York Street set. Just different set dressings of New York Street. Just running through, and he goes to see the mother, like, at the apartment she was in with her boyfriend at the time. Of course, all in his head. All for the audience, not actually happening. But he gives the whole speech of just like, I'm here now because I want the extra 45 days with you. I want and he gives this whole speech, and it's a super well done shot because the whole episode's super funny. You have 20 seconds from now Barney, who has a weird stain on his shirt, and he goes, what's that from? And then the waiter comes like, here's your sub. Be careful of the meatball. It's like there's a lot of good bits in that episode, and then it just ends with this heartstring pull of, you're all alone. It's so like, it's that scene is so fun. And it's also one of the biggest foreshadows of the ending of the series. But yeah, no, it's too many to make a proper top 3 list. But Speed Racer, that end sequence is up there. Because the cutting between each family member's big scene.
You want to know what I constantly go back to? And say what you will, because it's like, I guess a kiddie series.
Sure.
But like, I don't give a fuck. The ending of Dragon Ball Super. When Goku, Frieza, and 17 fighting Jiren, the final stretch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I will always say,
yeah,
that shit made me feel like I was 10 years old again.
It's there with the ending of Brotherhood.
Yeah.
With Adverse Father.
Yeah.
Where it's just a punch out.
Yeah, where he just
gets
starts
his arm back,
the shit
and
out
he
of
starts
him.
beating, and everyone's cheering him on.
Yeah.
Like, get him!
Oh, come on!
Yeah! That shit is so fucking good. Like, oh my god. That shit's right into my fucking veins.
Yeah. Like, there is no scene that brings me back to, like, why I love Dragon Ball in the first place than that part of...
Also...
Like, that one scene almost made all of Dragon Ball Super worth it.
Yeah. Well, it's so crazy, right, that we can be in that state, because, like, there were so many... Like, I did not like them using Frieza that way. I didn't like...
No, me neither.
Frieza was there, but that scene, I was like, you
it
know
made
what?
it worth it.
I take it all back.
Yeah, I take it back. Well, even a lot of, like... Frieza being there and how he's been, where he's like this wild card the whole time.
Yeah,
where it's like, is he gonna betray them?
I
is
also
he not?
kind of like that also because, like, I knew that Frieza. I kind of knew Frieza wasn't gonna betray them.
Yeah.
Because he really wouldn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
But also like the fact that he just disappeared for huge slots of time, and I was waiting for the tail whip and the laugh to happen.
Yep.
I love the one picture someone drew of Frieza like behind Jiren with a fucking mallet.
That one part of this one arc that took way too fucking long made almost all of Goku Black worth it.
Yeah.
Goku Black was so close, dude.
It was.
Goku Black was so close to being a great arc, and they fucked it. They fucked it right at the end.
It was one of the few times we got to see Goku, like, really react to his family being in danger.
That was great. I know it's the coldest take of all time, but, like, if they ended Goku Black with fucking Spirit Sword, it would have been great. That would have been it.
Yeah. That would have been it. And they did the father-son Gallic gun.
Yeah!
Like, come on.
But, like, why did you have to include... Like, I get that you wanted to maybe have it be like, oh, Zeno is... Look at how strong Zeno is. Because look at how quickly he could just delete a universe.
They also wanted the two Zenos.
Yeah, they wanted the two Zenos.
Which I will say, it is funny. Every time that Goku shows up and talks to literal...
The
god.
The god of gods.
It's so funny. Goku!
I just love the run. It's essentially a running gag at this point. That, like, everyone talks to these gods like, you know, you say the wrong thing, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
But then Goku's just like, hey, what's up?
Hey!
And then they're like, hey, I love this guy.
That's my favorite little guys.
Yeah.
Beerus goes, you're also my favorite little guys. Who are you calling little?
Yeah. It's like, only Goku can call us that.
It's the fisheye lens on Beerus. I also love Beerus getting on his back foot. Anytime they did that bit.
Yeah.
Especially with Bulma. I know why Bulma had such power over Beerus.
Bulma is like, I swear to God, Bulma has to be one of the most powerful beings in the universe.
So fucking
Just
funny.
through sheer, like, will alone.
Goku Black manga arc is much better. Goku
I've
Kai's
heard.
Fusion Zamasu and Infinite Zamasu is actually like hundreds of him instead of just clouds.
That's cool.
It's like the universe. Don't get me wrong. The concept of becoming the universe has it has something at its core that they just did not do.
Well, yeah, because it was like, he's the universe. He's gone now.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like you could do something. You could give that song.
Yeah.
They didn't. Like
Because they were like, well, we gotta end the arc now.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that throughout that, like, even, I say it would be good with the Spirit Sword, but even then, like, there was so much of, like, hey, you got the Sensu Beans? I thought you had them. And they did that, like, 3 times.
That was also where they that was also when they retconned Patara fusions for the first time.
Yeah. They just keep retconning them because they have to explain why they're not fused. I think it's much funnier that the explanation of why Capito Kai isn't together anymore is that he had Boo absorb them to unfuse.
Yeah, that's great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I always loved. I took it at face value that the magic of Boo defused.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
I never questioned it after that.
I don't want to talk
I
about
don't
it.
talk about it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that and also the Full Metal Alchemist like the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That.
You know, for a series as good as Full Metal Alchemist and as, like, you know, was part of the 2000s as Full Metal Alchemist is,
Yeah.
no one talks about it anymore.
Well, but it's also ingrained. It's the same way as Cowboy Bebop, where it's like
Yeah.
ingrained in like that genre.
They went from Boo Fart Gas to Mortals to back to Boo Fart Gas. I like the Boo Fart Gas.
the Boo
It's funny.
But like they're, but yeah, Full Metal, Cowboy Bebop, like even Dragon Ball Z to an extent until like something new happens with it. Like if Dragon Ball Z didn't have anything new happening at all, like for
True.
a while, it would be the same. Where it's just
We'd
intrinsically
be getting the same games over and over.
it'd be intrinsically tied to the genre in
Yeah.
a way where like people know it,
Yeah.
people love it, but we don't really feel the need to talk about it because we've done that, we've been there, we've seen it.
Oh, sorry. Boo Fart Gas to Mortals being on a time limit to Kabito Kai wishing to be unfused back to Fart Gas. Yeah, that's the more accurate.
And we still don't fully understand if the return to Fart Gas is as canon as the other stuff before.
Yeah, we don't know what's canon and what's not anymore. Because of Super Saiyan 4 now.
But like, what's so funny is that they've prepped Daima to happen before Super.
Yes.
Like they've connected that, and yet there's still this narrative that it might also just be separate.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you could still have Super Saiyan 4. You could just have him not be able to tap into it ever again.
Yeah.
Because it seems very specific to the situation. You know? Which would suck, but you can do that.
But goddamn, do I love the concept of what Daima actually is. Where Toriyama just went, hey, it's a GT remake.
yeah.
Got ya.
It got ya.
Everybody being like, oh, it's just GT again. He's like,
Yeah, the producer has said Toriyama considers all of them all canon. Which is not entirely... What's so funny, though, is that this kind of... The coping that I would always do that we haven't gotten to the GT part of the timeline yet is kind of fucked up now.
Yeah, because now we have, kinda.
Well, because we haven't, but Super Saiyan 4 existing in this way makes it very annoying to have it exist in the way it did in GT.
Yeah. Well, because now it's like, why is Super Saiyan 4 new to him again?
Right.
That part doesn't make sense.
I feel like there's a perfect marriage here. What the idea is that there is a 3 timeline split. Okay.
Ah, damn it, it's like Zelda again. Well, what's funny is that, like,
Choose your own adventure.
honestly, that's more true than you think.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Toriyama, before he passed, was asked, like, you know, between, like, the manga and the anime and the movies, and he's like, which one is the canon one? And he goes, doesn't matter. Whatever one you want to watch.
That's the words of a gag manga writer. Right there.
Yeah. Whatever one you want to watch, I guess. It doesn't matter. I just want to make fun stories.
You want to go down Daima, GT, or Super? They all have their flaws. Daima's probably the better one, but it's so short. You know what I mean?
Can we consider can we consider Super the Fallen Hero saga?
Fallen Hero saga.
The one where the Zelda timeline where it's like, oh, Link died. Here's your timeline.
That being said, you know, Super does give us the. All right, now punch me, make it look really.
Yeah.
I forgot my tractor.
I'm not against the idea of Dragon Ball going back to being like Goofy.
Like Goofy, yeah.
But like, there's a limit.
Yeah, well, once you've done what you've done with it, it's hard to you can't go full reverse because it's like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Like,
Like also when it was Goofy, Goku was a kid,
Yeah.
and so a lot of the bits were like, hey, he's a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to Dragon Ball, the amount of times that Goku inappropriately touches a woman because he's trying to make sure that they're a woman or not.
Yeah, he wants to know if they're a girl or not.
And it's like, well, that's okay because he's a kid. He's like a monkey kid. He doesn't really,
Can't do that with
know.
adult Goku anymore. Are you a woman? And now that he has the power of the gods.
It's the most intense. It's like a scene from The Boys.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I would say out of the 3, Daima is probably the one that is on average better because, let's face it, Super only. But again, Daima is the shortest one, right? So it's like, it has an advantage that it doesn't have as much time to be as bad.
Well, you see, Super didn't have to be that fucking long. It didn't have to give us the 2 movies as arcs.
No.
How is that helpful?
My point is that Super is like a full...
Yeah.
This is a series now. Daima could get there if they continue Daima, if they made another season of Daima. But if it just stays as this short series, on average, it's better because it only has like 10. Like what? How many episodes is it?
12?
Like 12. Yeah, like it's this
20?
series. Like it's.
And honestly, I didn't even expect that much
That
when they
being-
announced it.
That being said, I don't like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
No.
I hate that look. I just give me the fucking long hair.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, you want to know what the perfect Goofy for Dragon Ball is? The scene that everybody loves where Bulma's like, if you don't stop being an asshole, I'm not taking baths with you anymore! And then he's like...
The dramatic camera shots of Vegeta kill me.
That is how you do comedy in Dragon Ball.
Great.
It's stuff like that. Even, like, to give Super some props a little bit, even, like, Master Roshi having to train himself out of being a perv is, like, a good, funny concept for that show. Because it serves the story. It doesn't, like... It's not just funny for funny's sake. And it's like, it progresses the story in a humorous way.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, Toriyama, I'm sorry, you kind of created a story with Dragon Ball, more serious story with Dragon Ball Z. You did that, I'm sorry.
Let me just say, you know what would have been funny in Super?
Huh?
Launch.
Just have her be 17's wife, bro.
Well, or fucking have her
Exist?
Yeah, have her exist and have her really, or maybe Tien Cave.
Could be.
You know?
Have her appear it would have been a good, if you want to have the filler episodes with everybody training for the tournament, have her be the one that appeared at the fucking temple.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's like, what, like, the bit...
Didn't even finish reading what I said, shake my head.
Sorry.
You didn't.
I
What
didn't.
the fuck? I trusted you.
Sorry, Super only really got good with Zamasu and Tournament Power and GT with Baby and Shadow Dragons.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? I like...
He learned not to touch her, ask extremely stupid questions. He didn't learn.
Yeah.
How did he learn? He just stopped asking women if they were women because he started recognizing them.
We had sex with one.
Yeah, he had sex with one. He's like, oh.
And of course that changed my life.
But he didn't kiss her.
Goku having
and have children.
Goku having 2 kids is the funniest fucking thing.
How did that happen? Does Chi-Chi just do it while he's sleeping? Like,
Goku's a bottom by the sheer nature of his being. He's just...
oh boy.
That's a shot.
That's a pretty cool guy. Have you come to watch? No.
My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
How are you going to stop us?
I think I used that face for a thumbnail.
Oh.
It's too white.
Yeah, this section of the game is kind of I kind of don't like it. It's kind of just stretching the section to stretch the section a bit.
Is it just like just fight forever?
No, it's just he's just like, I'm gonna lock you guys up with all these lances. It's gonna form a barrier.
Okay.
You guys are gonna do things until you get out, or like they figure out a way out. Like it's just kind of a stay point of it's just like, I guess we're doing this. And yeah, there's a couple good dialogue scenes and there's a really good character introduction in it, but it's like, you know. But Daima was definitely only made because Shueisha holding Dragon Ball Super hostage, which is why the current arcs have not been made into anime. So Daima was a way for him to continue bringing Dragon Ball anime.
I don't understand why we're not getting Moro and
To Shueisha.
well, why? But why? That's why every time, like, fucking... Thankfully, like, my 2 main sources of Dragon Ball news are Masako and Geekdom. Geekdom, I don't like when he just keeps being like, Dragon Ball Super's coming back this year, guys. You've been saying this for 6 years straight.
And now that he is dead, the legal ambiguity of who owns the IP is really messing with it, which is Dragon Ball Super manga is on indefinite hiatus.
Yeah. Dragon Ball's complicated now.
You know, it's funny. Yeah, like we always talk about all the legal and ownership shit in America with copyrights, but some shit in Japan gets really insane.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, who owns Dragon Ball at this point? Because it's like, is it Toriyama? Is it Shueisha? Is it Shonen Jump? Is it fucking Toei? Who is it?
Oh.
Who?
God,
Tell me!
how are we supposed to get through that?
You walk.
We seek an audience with the king.
So...
He wants me to come and ask him. And that is exactly what I'll do.
Jordan's about to drop knowledge on us.
I'm ready for it.
He's about to drop ball knowledge.
If someone knows about balls, it's Jordan. Manga is owned by Shueisha, Bandai's games, and Toei's anime. That's so stupid. Someone's got to own all of it. But.
I like butts.
And I cannot lie.
Guilty. Someone's having a good day today. Guilty. Oh no! What is it? What is it? Someone's. Are you the new guy? Guilty.
Yeah. Oh, you're a bit of a cheeky.
Capsule Corp may now be like the sole owner.
Bulma?
Capsule. Yeah. It's a real company.
Bulma owns Dragon Ball. Capsule Corp was started by a guy that used... Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember this. But it's like the kind of thing that he kind of just started Capsule Corp and said, like, that's mine.
Yeah.
With, like, no real power in the say-so.
Oh, here she is.
Oh.
A woman who's not dead.
Whoa. Easy. Easy. You're not turned, alright?
How are you alive?
Well, it's a long story. You see?
Well, you see, back in ancient Japan, there was a guy named Akira Toriyama. Have you heard of him? Oh, she's poggers.
She's Preggers. She's Pringles.
She's got a little pog champ in there. She's Pringles.
She's Pringles.
Once you pop. Once you pop. I'm just going to awkwardly eat my candy now.
That's really funny. Once you pop, oh no. What you got in there? More of those fucking things?
Yeah.
I look in the bag, I'm like, what else? It's just 5 more bags.
I have a problem.
He was Toriyama's inside guy in essentially the writer's room. He made the Sandland movie happen without really getting the okay on it, so they kind of like were mad at him, so he left on the blessing of Goku.
I think Toriyama did give him some kind of ownership before he passed.
It's your turn. Man, one of these days I'll finish My Hero.
Final season comes out in October.
That's great. Good for them.
Now you'll be able to catch up and finish it.
Well,
I don't know. It's a good show.
that's alright.
It's a good show. Where'd you stop?
Right after the fact, like they were about to do, like it was him and Bakugo about to learn from is it Endeavor? The fucking fire.
You see, you stopped right before it gets really good. Like it's good up until then. You stopped right before it
You know
got
what's funny?
really
I didn't
good.
even stop for a particular reason of the show.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
just
I mean?
stopped watching.
I just like fell off it, and then it became one of those things where it's like, oh, there's 2 episodes now. Oh, there's 3. Oh, there's 4, and it just spiraled, and I just couldn't anymore.
Dude, that was me with One Piece for a long time. I'm just like, I still have 1,000 episodes of this to watch. And then I just started watching it again, and I'm like, I still have 500 episodes to watch.
And now I'm doing this with Rent a Girlfriend where I'm waiting the month. I'm not reading I'm not reading a week. It's not worth reading every week anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I still want to see when it ends. I still want to be there when the Reddit explodes and
Whoa!
but I also I can't do it every week like this because it's just gonna be like, why? You know, like.
So now here we are with the IP dispute between Shueisha and Capsule Corp. the producer of Daima did imply that there could/will be more Daima. I'm open to it. I'm here for it.
Well, yeah. That's what I mean.
That's when they do more of.
If/when Daima gets more to it, it'll be more like I can more criticize it to the level of the other ones.
Yeah.
But right now it's average better because it has way less episodes, so it's overall decent.
And even then, people are only saying it's okay. And it is.
Yeah, I mean, I still didn't watch all of it. I just watched the
I
cool
didn't
shit
either.
at the end.
I literally stopped watching right before the cool shit at the end. I haven't seen Super Saiyan 4.
That's really funny.
But I learned that Super Saiyan 4 happened, and for some reason that just went like, well, now I don't gotta watch it. Hey, Jahan.
Maybe you sure need to shave your
Shave your days. Are you okay? You feeling okay?
Am I good? What the fuck?
Are you feeling okay? Have you shaved your days lately?
What the fuck does that mean? For the record, I actually shaved yesterday. Speaking of
Oh.
shaving, and I'm getting the pricklies back already like the next day, but like it's not what I had yesterday on stream is the cleanest I can get my shave right now. unless I really want to spend some time trying to get the cleanest possible shave. I don't care if I have a little bit of a fucking like shadow quote unquote.
Well, luckily for you, you have light hair,
yeah.
so you can get away with it.
Like, you'll see it more on because the lighting source is from above.
It's all the icons
The-
on this
the-
one mural.
The lighting source being like on a above point for us, you'll see it looks like I have like a neck beard all the time, but it's
Yeah.
actually shaved right now. I'm saying that more to them, more from the audience perspective.
Now hold on, there's a huge revelation just now.
Yes.
Where's the Phoenix? Huh?
Oh, remember he has Ultima in him.
Yeah. Ultima's like, you shouldn't have fucking figured it out, bitch.
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
She's already pregnant.
Alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood? Aye.
I wanted to hit things with my sword.
Don't you go dying on me. Six names suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Raw. 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 Raw.
Nice.
Nice. Are there any other pregnant women here? I'm looking for exclusively pregnant women.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes,
Where am I going? I see.
they'll follow. And so will I.
Yeah, on your left. Huh?
Where?
What?
There's a pregnant woman over there?
There's a pregnant woman right here.
Is this the pregnant woman? Wow. Now!
When are we doing it? When are we watching it?
I'm waiting for your call, dude. I'm ready anytime.
The search has to begin. We have to find it. Or not. or I'm delusional. That's
You're delusional.
what I said.
No, you said we're delusional.
No, I said, or I'm delusional.
Yeah, you're delusional. Are you okay? Are
Okay.
you feeling okay? Do you know where your children are? It's 10 o'clock.
That opening to the news, to like the fucking, just the news is always so funny to me. Like, it's 10 o'clock.
Even
You know
at-
where your kids are.
Yeah,
It's like,
watching that as a kid or like hearing that as a kid, it's like, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I'm right here.
but it's like it's so funny because it's just like, and then the news starts like, "Good evening, how's it going? Hey, we're."
We're gonna talk about the most heinous shit you've
And
ever heard, but in the happiest way possible.
But I'm just sitting there just like, and none of this has anything to do with like missing kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like such a very specific way to open that up.
Do you know where your children are? I do.
That's from a very particular time,
Yeah.
like having that as a statement.
What was the thing that where it was like that, but like more threatening? It's like it's 10 o'clock. Do you know? I know where your children
Yeah,
are.
yeah. It's something like, I know where your kids are.
And then it was like, it's 11 o'clock. I found them.
Yeah. 11 o'clock. I found them.
Holy shit. You want to get a Mustang for $344 a month?
It's a lot. That's so much money a month.
Literally paying $100 a week for physical therapy is like too much money. That's way too much money.
Yeah.
Though honestly, that might be more expensive than that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's only
That'd be like
$300
$400
yeah.
a month, yeah. I'm paying $400 a month.
Yeah, but at least it's working for you.
That's true. That car won't do shit.
Yeah, you already have a girlfriend.
That's what the car's
Well, no,
for.
neither will it help you get chicks or help you compensate. You don't even have to compensate for it. You already have the thing that you would compensate for. You know what I mean? You already like you have a girlfriend.
None of these are the main function of a car.
Hear me out. It's a Mustang.
Yeah.
I'm making a bit about people who buy Mustangs.
Okay.
That's the bit.
They have tiny penis.
Yes. And want to get the chick.
Small car.
I would have went peen, alright.
Oh, different strokes.
Good night, everybody.
Mwah! The fuck, Clive?
It's time to climb a tower.
A tower of death. I wonder if these balls are gonna come to life. Oh. Ow, ow.
What if I
Stop it.
What if I just sat here and went, you know what's a fucking masterpiece of a movie?
Huh?
Good Burger.
I don't know. I mean, if you have that opinion, man.
I do like it. I do like Good Burger. I will say that.
Masterpiece of cinema, though?
No.
Bloobity, bloobity,
But
bloobity.
I cannot sit here and say I'd say it's bad. It's funny. The bit of them throwing Dex out the fucking window to break it, and then Ed jumps out a different bulletproof hard
That
to
is
break
pretty
window
funny.
is such a good like classic level of physical comedy.
Was Good Burger 2 any good?
It was Good Burger 2.
That basically told me everything.
in that it wasn't offensively bad. It was pretty much what I expected from Good Burger 2.
I'm like half listening. Thanks, Jahan.
Yeah, it was pretty much what I expected from Good Burger 2. In that it was a lot of cameos. And it was Keenan and Kel.
Did it have Coolio?
He was still alive. Right?
Is he dead? Did he die?
Julia died, yeah.
When were you gonna tell me?
I thought it died like last year or something. I think.
Oh, the prior message didn't show up. No, it did not.
No, it didn't.
All I got was, I'm half listening.
Oh, we're on top chat. What about live chat?
Oh shit, we are on top. Why are we on top chat? Why didn't you change it, Peter?
I didn't see it.
It still didn't show up.
It's still not there.
What about... It's still not there.
Yeah, no, I mean, would I watch Good Burger 2 again like I've watched Good Burger multiple times? No. Like, I think that was a movie that I was like, I'll watch it because I was curious. I wouldn't go seek watching it again. But I may have to for a video. But
Speaking of videos,
yeah.
Zoe 102.
Well, now it's just
The Dan Schneider.
Zoe 101. As
Okay.
a whole. I'm going on a. My plan is to go on start a series
You're on
of videos.
excursion.
Well, I'm going to start a series of videos called
Peter Reviews.
Well, it's going to be I'm hyper fixated on and the thing.
Okay.
So hyper fixated on Zoe
101.
Yeah.
I like it.
And
I'll
then-
see it in 6 years.
And then going. Closer than you'd think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neato.
Well, I think the fun thing about doing a video titled "I'm hyper fixated on" means that I can kind of blabber a bit. I can kind of like
Yeah.
talk as I would about a thing, and then I can mold that into like a script, you know. So
Yeah.
the writing process is a lot easier. Because the problem, I always had trouble writing videos like this because it was always like, how do I be funny? You know what I mean? Like, how do
Yeah.
I make this funny? How do I do funny? But it's like, if I go about it as a educational style video, like a video essay style thing where I'm just talking about something I'm interested in, then the comedy comes out when I start questioning Dan Schneider versus stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the funny will just happen naturally by extension.
Where's the funny? When do I let?
Where's the funny? When do I let? They, I see mate.
Mate. I wonder what did something not show up?
Okay,
again?
good to know. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What?
Oh, is he like testing? Are you testing like the sensors and like?
Oh,
what doesn't get
probably.
sent?
Maybe he's trying to say like fuck or sex, and he's like mate. Okay, mate works. Those are sensors, by the way, that YouTube does themselves. I have no control over that.
We don't turn that on. You would never.
I think the only banned words are slurs. And even then, I don't know.
Yeah. Even then, that's a coin. Toss of a coin. Yeah.
You can't say the N word, you can't say the F slur, and you can't say Kirby right back at you.
What a list. What a.
No, I did not ban.
That's
the
like
N-word.
my. That's like my muted Twitter words. Where
Figured
it's like, Palestine, Israel, Trump, this, that, and then Marvel spoilers. Leave it at that. Spoilers is a fucking muted word of all time on my Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Figured as much slur. Oh cool, slur can go through.
okay.
Thanks, John. Thanks for testing to see if a slur can go
if
through.
slur gets through. They announced another thing recently, I think. Nickelodeon Paramount thing. Like they announced another like return, like some type of return sequel movie thing. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Thundermans.
No, that one is already happening.
Oh.
They made both Thunderman's Return and a show,
Oh, gross.
as expected from the ending of the movie. When I saw the ending of that movie, I went, "Oh, they're gonna make another show."
What did that show run for a season?
I think it's still running.
Gross. The first show wasn't even that good. Who cared?
The first show lasted a while.
I know, but like I don't.
So
understand
someone
it.
cares.
Someone likes it.
Well, as someone who might as well have been Clockwork Orange tied to a chair to watch it because I was too lazy to change channel off Team Nick.
Yeah, because Alex DeLarge was too lazy to get up from that chair. Go on. I'm sorry.
Well, my thing was that I just didn't feel like trying to find something on TV that I wanted. Because also, TV for me, especially at that point, was just in passing. Just for background noise. It wasn't really
Like for actually.
So
watching
why
it.
spend like 30 minutes going through the TV guide?
Yeah.
You know, just to find when it's like, okay, well, there's a chance Drake and Josh comes on. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
a small chance we win a one plays.
But maybe I'll have to watch 6
I
episodes
had
of
to
Game
watch
Changers
6
first.
hours of Game Changers. Oh, what's next? Oh, you're watching a Sam and Cat marathon. I heard that way too many times.
And it's like, when is it not a
When
Sam
is
and
it
Cat
not?
marathon?
Okay, well, the message I sent earlier in relation to me half listening was meet and mate Long Island.
Meet.
Meet, like,
I
meet
got it.
fucking
Yeah,
guys.
meet and fuck Long Island. Yeah, I get it. I got it. I know. I went on Newgrounds.com.
But yeah, no, so what I'm saying is that someone who basically Stockholmed themselves into catching a couple of those Lettermans, there's a couple things in there that are okay.
I'm sure,
The
but
family chemistry is fine.
At least it isn't. The Haunted Hathaway.
It's the racial segregation show.
Why are the black people
The
dead?
blatant racial segregation
Oof.
show.
Didn't think about that one.
Who fucking walked into the pitch meeting? Alright, so I got this new show for you, right?
It's called The Haunted Hathaways.
We got-
Hathaways, black, dead.
We got living white family.
Dead black
Dead
family.
fucking-
Having to learn to get along.
I think what kills me, I don't know if they ever say how they died. I think the implication is that they are just like they're ghosts that have always been ghosts.
So, like, Danny Phantom. Like, well, Butch Hartman tried to do with Danny Phantom after a while.
Because they never say how. I don't think they ever say how they died, and also they're super modern, character-wise. You know what I mean? They're not old ghosts from a different era.
How did the Haunted Hathaways die?
Well, I think the Hathaways are as the white family.
They never stated how the Preston family died.
Preston family, yeah. They never did.
Then what's the point?
But it's also like, but they must have been recent. because
One of
they're
them's
all-
a child!
They're all modern.
It's fucked up!
And one's a child. They're all two of them are children. But one of them's like a preteen. But they're all
That's okay.
they're all
They
like,
can die.
They're all like recent era.
Yeah, it's
Right?
not,
Which
it's
implies
not like they're like
that
from
they
the 1800s.
died recently.
Yeah. It's like, what happened to you? That's when we get the Dark Gritty reboot, like 20 years from now.
Well, that's when they make the big racism scene. That's when the hard piano music hits. And boom.
Yeah, we weren't even real ghosts. We were stowaways.
I think what's so crazy is that they had the chance to do that, but they were cowards, and they just kept it as family and ghost family. Oh, but it's like, do you guys not see? Maybe I'm the racist.
Maybe I'm weird.
Like, he has not.
Why is nobody else offended by this?
Said
About
the,
random
said the white
Nickelodeon
girl about the Hawaiian dashboard display.
Yeah. The continent of Hawaii.
That whole thing was so funny. I love that shit. It's the same thing with like Mexico and like the sombrero and poncho, and everyone's like, "That's offensive," and they're like,
Mexicans
"We
like-
fucking love it, dude.
We wear them. Hello?
We fucking love that shit." And the same thing with Hawaii. It's like, "Thank you." It's like, "No, welcome to Hawaii."
That's like one of my fucking vocal stims is. Did you ever think about the continent of Hawaii?
No, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of Hawaiians that do not like tourists. That's a whole bit in Lilo and Stitch and Rocket Power, and there's a lot of that.
The Shoobies.
Shoobies. Sorry, Scott, I don't date shoobies.
Sorry, I don't date Shoobies.
Yeah, I love that video so much, but that one scene kills me because it's a PNG of a grown man. Which has other problems than just he's a shoobie.
I don't date. I date pedophiles, but not Shoobies.
Shoobies?
You have to be a non-shooby pedophile. Oh, that's fucked up.
MM16, yeah!
The true curse stream.
Woo! The Trojan horse.
Take this to your face. He's invincible. Oh. I guess that's fine. Leave me with the people after I said something very problematic.
Deal with your ramifications.
No, I hate ramifications. I just want to avoid it like every other American. So much fighting. Why are there so much violence in our video games? They should do something about this.
Oh, God.
Just fighting in elevators. Fighting and elevators. Am I at the top yet? It just drops down like the Tower of Terror. Ah! Oh. Oh my god. That's a big boy. A big boy. The biggest boy of all time. Oh! Take this. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. That's fine, I guess. Oh man, I'm doing so many accidental inputs. Take it. Oh yeah. No more health for you. Oh my god. Down, boy. I am destroying this guy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Take this! Ah! Good night.
What was that thing?
That's a giant Akashic golem. Hopefully there aren't any more. There's probably going to be like 8 more. They're probably going to become common enemies now. Climbing up the spiral stairs like Xemnas.
You know what to do, boy.
Dope. I will take what's in that chest. Please be something cool. The Will of Ice. Okay. Another elevator. Wow.
Going up.
Make everybody dizzy on stream. Oh. Am I at the top? What the fuck is that thing?
Hello.
Hi. Hold on one second.
Is there a bug?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that guy.
I'm just trying to. I'm like, what the fuck is that thing?
Rocky, mate, what the fuck is that thing? Right? You think? I'll get you later.
As long as you ain't a giant fucking spider that's gonna get a broom thrown at it and ruin all the recording equipment.
I fucking javelin throw a broom across the room.
Lol, no more health for you. Take this. Now go to sleep. Like you're talking to a toddler. Gotta be careful of the elevator, boss.
Oh, man.
What am I looking at?
A ball.
Sure is a ball.
A big ball.
A Akashic even.
big ball.
Is it gonna explode?
Not, well, these aren't Akashic. These are just...
It's a ball.
These are just, like, ancient machines.
I have to fight Big Ball.
The control node.
Hey, Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. I don't know why I did not expect you to spin.
Spine! Whoa.
Stupid.
Ah, you missed. Ah!
Haha, dumb. Take that. Who do you think you are? Short circuit. Huh, huh. 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 What?
Just stacking those purchases and done. This is the arcade mode. You can get a lot of points.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Pac-Man! Whoa! I was trying to cast a spell.
I saw my dad the other day that what theater I should talk to theater.
Whatever.
Trying to spin to win. Yeah, that I love the royalty speech so much. It's like actually a really good, like, you know, it's all rigged, all that's revealed. But they ended it in the goofiest fucking way.
What is it?
possible.
Like
It's not about cars or drivers. It's about power and the unassailable might of money.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The unassailable might of money.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, and you're gonna see it's gonna happen. You're gonna go to Fuji.
Go to Fuji.
I love that our fucking video got fucked up in that specific moment. We had to watch them go. You're gonna go to Fuji. Over and over again. Is that it? I'm just
going to
That's
Fuji.
great. It's a great place.
Sounds like a good vacation.
That's it. I do love that they do that, and they don't. The story of the movie isn't that speed makes it so it doesn't happen. That happens.
Yeah. He goes to Fuji.
As he's saying that they're gonna get sued and all this, it happens. It's not just a glimpse into the future from him. That's the transition point into the next scene of it happening.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Now, granted, does it mean anything?
Up.
No, because then Speed does the Casa Cristo and with one of the coolest fucking with so many cool things, and one of my favorite movie moments. God.
Yeah. He's dead. Hiya.
That's after the whole fight scene too,
Yeah.
which is so funny because they all held guns at the end of that fight scene.
Another one. I told your buddy I ain't paying for that.
I was watching it. I swear to God, in that scene, I really wish Spritle also held a gun. Because, like, they all have a gun.
Yeah.
They all grab one of the other guns. I just wish Spritle
Just
stood there.
Spritle too. And the monkey.
Dude, it's the Hellboy comic panel. A monkey! He's got a gun! The one that you can rearrange into any order, and it's the same level of what the fuck. He's got a gun! A monkey!
A monkey. He's got a gun. Oh boy. Ow.
I wonder if SGMR, like, pushed away the ability to have another SpongeBob Did You Get the Milk moment. By the sheer fact that, like, I've been more tired.
I don't know, because, like, it hasn't happened before that, and it hasn't happened since.
That's not. I think there was another moment where because there were moments before the SpongeBob Did You Get the Milk where I was dozing out of it, and I was saying things, but I wasn't as absurd.
Yeah.
Right. So like there were other moments we just didn't make bits. They weren't bits.
They didn't become a thing.
It wasn't nearly as absurd. I was so happy when it happened to Danny on Game Bros.
Oh, at the fish.
At the fish. I watched that moment
It's so good.
so much.
It's a good thing fish aren't into cash.
Like, it's so funny to hear because I sense how, like, the visual of him going from the dream to being awake
yeah, to being
again.
there. I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
And I've said some funny
Easily.
shit. Like, fucking, there was one time where Jess and I were watching, I've told you this story many times, but there's one time where Jess and I were watching a movie together. She was actually showing me the movie. And it was, like, late, so I just started, like, falling asleep in the middle of it, and she got kind of upset. So she begrudgingly shuts off the movie, and she starts, like, kind of being in a huff. And I go, I get my tire stand, I'm like, what? And she goes, what do you think? And I go, I think I'm pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I remember. She fucking ate that shit up so long.
It's because it was so good.
I will give the Game Rooms moment this, though, that shout out to Aaron for playing along.
Yeah, just like, yeah, I mean, huh?
Like they're stealing our money. Like,
Yeah. Like, full disclosure, I fell asleep.
That right there, it's so fun to see it outside
Yeah.
of feeling it, because so many people take for granted how long of a dream you can have in like 2 seconds.
It's crazy.
Like,
You
and
can take like a 2-second nap and you have like a whole life.
yeah, it's absolutely fucking insane. Which is part of the reason why, like, I don't know where I'd fall on the Matrix. Of like whether if I was shown the outside world, if I would actually want to.
Gun
be there.
is the best spell.
I don't know if I'd actually want to leave the Matrix.
Yeah.
It'd be weird. Well, because, like, especially in the context of the Matrix, why the fuck would I want to go out there? That
seems
awful.
worse.
Robots, sentinels flying around everywhere. It's post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's like, why would I want to be out
The
there?
hell would I want to do that? I can go back in my simulation world.
I mean, this simulation world sucks too, but at least it's better than that.
At least it's functioning to some degree.
So true.
What do I do if I'm in here? We fight. We're rebelling. I don't want to. That sounds a lot of work.
I have to go to work in the morning in the
We
simulation.
also have big cave orgies.
No, you didn't mention the big cave orgies.
Yeah, but the big sweaty cave orgies.
But everybody wears leather. I don't know.
Except for the big cave orgies. Then they all wear weird brown tarps and shit.
I don't want to think about everybody's shit stains while I'm fucking them.
Dude, that I gotta tell you, like that whole scene, I could smell it. Everyone's sweating. There's like there's thousands of them all fucking. It's oh god. But I guess like vis-a-vis,
Smells like a Dave & Buster's bathroom in there.
I guess vis-a-vis we might all die anyway. Like
So true.
I get it.
We might die anyway. Let's fuck.
Do you think everyone is everyone in the Matrix like everyone in Zion sterile? Because they've been
I could be.
like batteries for the robots. You think they just
You think they just like took out all the semen?
like well, because God knows whatever like chemicals used to preserve them in those fucking pods.
Very true.
Are what they're doing to them. Because like imagine like that at that point the big fucking sweaty cave orgy, not bad, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's raw dog.
I feel like I just got tired. Just take a nap.
You're in one of the little fucking bed like alcoves, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, it's funny." You're like, "No, I'm tired."
Hey.
You're all stinky and sweaty.
Getting the real hours over here.
Behind you. That's the video I want. you're in the little bed alcove while the sex orgy rave is happening in the background. 8 hours. And then in the middle of the video, they have a muffled sounded version of the conversation Neo and Trinity have in that scene in another bed alcove. You just hear. God, they keep talking. Shut.
Gosh.
It's this and the guy in High School Musical that doesn't want to dance are my favorite bit. Are just trying to be a normal fucking.
Just trying to be a normal guy in a movie. No. Stick to the stuff you know.
Oh, dude, I love. The shadows are coming. Grab guns. No. How do I shoot?
I'm taking
Go,
it.
go, go,
No,
go,
I'm
go.
taking it. I'm tired.
I don't know how to. I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta imagine some of those guys must have never seen a Sentinel before.
Very true.
They start breaking in like, what the fuck is that?
I didn't sign up for this.
Where's that one guy that really liked steak? Can I go back to the Matrix with him?
I want to go back.
Can I get that orgasm cake that one French guy was eating?
I'll have what he's having.
That scene is so fucking funny. Yet there were those who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens. They prayed to God.
Oh, now you're plugging in your earbuds.
I love Odin.
Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him.
you'll note that Odin put down, or Barnabas put down, all the barrier because Clive is not ready to meet Ultima.
Yeah.
We're only missing
His.
power.
Yeah. So I wonder what I'm gonna be doing.
Meaning, this is all just performative.
Yeah.
To find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us.
You know, I get people that don't like rainy days, but like
And ends
something.
good mood.
Something about it's just a
good mood
vibe,
maker.
man.
with us.
Like
With
a
this
little bit of rain.
shall I prove my faith once more?
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living?
Turtle's like, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Clive said, yeah.
Pride is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
I'll call her back in a second. We're gonna end stream soon.
I think you can end. I think you can stop here. Not mid cutscene, but I'm
Well, I know that.
I don't think I ever stopped mid stage though.
Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
I don't like getting wet and cold, but I absolutely love a rainy day, says Pip.
I love the rain hitting the window.
I don't know. I don't. And to be continued.
Can you go to system real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you can't save.
Well,
It doesn't let you. Alright, well you might have to play
oh, whatever.
stuff again
Whatever.
before the next stream. But that's
That's
okay.
fine.
It's just the tower.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more streams like this one. Hit that bell to know what we're streaming and when. We'll see you again on Tuesday for Super Mario Eclipse
Tuesday, it.
and something else. I don't know what, because we can't do Wizard 101 on Tuesday. Jenny's not free. What? I know you want to do Expedition 33. I might have a proposition for you with that. Would you be opposed to doing 2 streams on Wednesday?
That and Digimon?
Only because I kind of wanted to leave Tuesday for Secret of the Mimic.
Oh. I'll tell you what. Well, because Phil likes doing Digimon every other week. He doesn't like doing Digimon. Like he likes the space stuff.
Yeah.
So we can do Expedition 33s on Wednesday
Okay.
until like we need to
Something
change
frees
stuff
up.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
We can do that
We
then.
can play fast and loose. I only don't want to do 2 streams because I help with dinner and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
But anyway,
Anyway.
we'll figure that out.
anyway,
We'll figure that
anyway,
out. Thanks for the stream. Oh, you're welcome,
Anyway.
Pip. Let's say a special thanks
Anyway.
to the top 3 chatters of today's stream, which
Anyway.
were number 3 was Comic Fan 13, number 2 was Jordan, and number 1 is Pip. Congratulations. You win. What does the XP do? I don't know. I don't think it does anything. Pip. Give me money. No. We have a merch.
Nah.
We have a merch store in the description below. You can donate to the channel in the description below. Anything you can do to help us out is great, including liking the video because that makes the algorithm like us. What's your stuff?
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. As Days for Days, where I post my art. Time to Tim.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.